Alrighty, folks, we have another game in Pittsburgh today. Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Delay, and we got a game in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where the San Francisco Giants come in today, 57-57 on the year as they take on the 49-65 Pittsburgh Pirates. For the Giants, well, they won yesterday. They definitely got the revenge from Monday's, come from behind win for the Pirates. The Giants winning 8-1 yesterday. So they definitely, again, they came out and played. How's it going, Pirates fan? Of course, RFK, hello there. Let's see here. For the Giants, again, 57-57, 9 games back from the division-leading Los Angeles Dodgers. But, they're still well alive in the wild card. Just 6 games back in the wild card race. So definitely, again, still in it. Still plenty of baseball. About 50 or so games. A little less than 50 games, actually, left in the season. So plenty of time for the Giants. Starting pitcher for the Pirates today, we saw him in Colorado, Andrew Heaney. Andrew Heaney going to be starting today for the Pirates. 5-9 record on the season, 4.89 ERA, 1.31. We saw him in that legendary epic game Friday. He did not pitch that great. Well, he was pitching kind of better than the average, allowing 3 runs in 3 innings, which would have only allowed 9 runs had you just multiplied that, by 3. But anywho, starting lineup for the Pirates today: Leo Peguero, he's at first. He's leading off. Tommy Pham in left. He's batting second. Brian Reynolds is batting third. He's in right. Nick Gonzalez, he's batting cleanup today. He is at second. Andrew McCutchen, he is DHing today for the Pirates. He's batting fifth. Joey Bart is behind the plate. He's batting sixth. Canario, Alexander Canario is in center. He's batting seventh. Jared Triolo is batting eighth. He's at short. And Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is batting ninth at third. Hopefully they can race Jolly Roger. Oh, yeah, for sure. Doctor, how's it going, Anthony? Anthony, I clicked on your page the other day, and you're like, you're popping off. So congratulations, Anthony. Of course, the starting pitcher for the Giants is Robbie Ray. He has been very good this year. No, sir. RFK, you were incorrect. Robbie Ray, 9-5 record, 2.85 ERA on the season. He has been really good, 1.12 whip. Again, he's just been a very good pitcher for the Giants this year. The starting lineups for the Giants: Elliot Ramos, he's in left. Rafael Devers is DHing. Willie Adames is at short. Matt Chapman at third. Casey Schmidt, he is at first. Encarnacion is in right. Jung-Hoo Lee is in center. Can't remember Koss. Is it Brandon Koss or something like that? Koss is at second. And Andrew Kisner is batting ninth. He is catching. You had over 9,000. Man, dude, I'm saying, just the other day, I think you were at 6 or 7 or something like that. I'm like, yeah, remember us little people. Again, everyone, check out Anthony posting some viral shorts. Viral shorts. They are going viral. Of course, again, Elliot Ramos will be leading off. We are still just a few minutes away. Again, feel free to like and subscribe, people, if you've not already done so, which I imagine most of you guys at the beginning of the stream are definitely subscribers. So, again, thank you guys for clicking on this video in this early afternoon, which for me, it's actually still technically the morning, 11:34 here in the Central Time Zone. Christian Koss. That's right. That is right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Brandon Koss. Did I say Brandon? I was probably thinking of Brandon Moss or something like that. Anywho, yeah, no. Yeah, 22 minutes. That is crazy. That is awesome, man. That is so cool. Again, remember us little people. But, Elliot Ramos will be leading off for the Giants. Again, the Giants were swept by the Pirates just a week ago. And, of course, they had the lead pretty much the entire game on Monday. But the Pirates fighting back, And Sawinski with the 2-run shot in the 8th, and then, of course, the game-winning run. He was knocked in by Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. So it's been a pretty interesting last few days, of course, again, with the Rockies, all that craziness. And then yesterday, of course, the Pirates finally, couldn't put up the runs anymore, again, getting blown out 8-1. But they're looking for a bounce-back performance. They've already won the season series, but they're looking for the this series win. We'll see what happens. They're looking for win number 50. And like I said, the Giants, 6 games back in the wild card. They need every single win. They need to take advantage of games like this for the, when they're playing against the Pirates. They got to win. Pirates kind of just playing spoiler at this point. So, again, we're just a few moments away. Andrew Heaney versus Robbie Ray. It's going to be it'd be a pretty good day. Well, Heaney, again, he's been struggling lately. We can go and click on his statistics real quick. That way you can kind of see what he's been dealing with. Again, a lot of people not happy that he wasn't moved, but no one's going to want a guy that's been struggling for the past, forever. Last 15 games, 5.86 ERA, 7 starts, 7.71. So, his last 7 starts, 7.71. He's just not been good. Did something very bad. Well, it's not surprising, RFK. You seem to be not so great. All right, again, about a minute away from first pitch. Heliot Ramos leading off for the Giants, batting .275. OPS of .774, 14 homers and 51 RBIs. Okay, maybe a little bit more because Heaney is just now taking the field. So I do apologize. Wow. I thought they were already practicing, but I was misled. Colts to lose against the Ravens. Well, betting on preseason games is interesting. Over and under is acceptable, but if you're betting on actual wins and losses for preseason, there's a phone number you can call. There is a phone number for that. Kenneth, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Yeah, no, we're here again. Giants taking on the Pirates. I guess I can go over that lineup again because, again, we're still about a minute away. I know a lot of people are still now just tuning in. Ramos, Devers, Adames, Chapman, Schmidt, Encarnacion, Lee, Koss, and Kisner. And, of course, Robbie Ray on the mound for the Giants. And for the Pirates, it's Peguero, Pham, Reynolds, Gonzalez, McCutchen, Bart, Canario, Triolo, and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Again, I always feel like I have to say his full name every single time. And on the mound, of course, is Andrew Heaney. And as I said, a 4.89. He is, of course, still warming up. Just 5-9 on the year, 4.89 ERA. He is, again, struggling in his last 7 starts. All right, I have the sense that we're just nearing the end of this warm-up. He's still warming up, but we are nearing the end. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you'd like. I do try to read as many comments as possible. Again, thank you guys for tuning in today. Just clicking on this video helps me out a lot. But as always, feel free to, like it up and subscribe if you haven't done it already. Plenty of baseball on this channel. Pirates, of course, are my #1 team. So if you're a Pirates fan, definitely do that. Definitely do that. But if you're a Giants fan, hey, I do a lot of Giants games because I do have a lot of Giants subscribers. So you can just join the many San Francisco Giants subscribers on this channel. And I'm sure I'll get to plenty more of your games later down the road as they push for the playoffs as we are about to get underway. First pitch just coming up as Heaney kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to be a base hit for the Giants. 1 pitch, 1 hit for Heliot Ramos. Giants picking up where they left off yesterday. As that'll bring up Rafael Devers. He's batting .256, OPS of .835, 20 homers and 78 RBIs. I'm hitting the under 8. Pham, McCutchen, Adames batter props. Home run and bases. A sprinkle on San Francisco -1.5. I don't blame you there, as that's going to be just outside ball 1. Pham sucks, really. Pham has been the hottest hitter on the Pirates the last month and a half. as Heaney looks over at first. Sets. Looks over again. And delivers. That's going to be fouled back as the count is 1-1. Again, a runner on first. A leadoff single. One pitch. And was able to get on base. 1-1 count to Rafael Devers. Heaney looking over. Looks over again. Looks over again. And delivers. Oh, and he hit him! In the rear end, 74 mile per hour. I'm assuming that was a slider that never slid. So, hit him right in the rear end. All right, runners on first and second for the Giants. As that'll bring up Willy Adames, batting .232, OPS of .730, 18 homers and 61 RBIs on the year. Again, runners on first and second. Heaney looking back at Ramos and fires. That is inside for ball one. There's a reason Fam still isn't there. Make a poster. Oh, thank you. Again, I'll take, hey, any promo, I'll take it. Thank you very much, Anthony. 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to go foul. Made a post. Again, thank you very much. That is awesome. Do the Dodgers Blue Jays Friday night. I do have something already in the works for Friday. We are doing Browns and Panthers. So I'll be doing that game. Shedeur Sanders, of course, starting. Whether you like him or hate him, you're probably interested in that game. You want to see how he'll do as against the backups, as that's going to be hit to right. Reynolds is under it at the warning track, makes the catch for out number one, quickly throws it in as Ramos is going to tag up. That'll bring up Matt Chapman. You need a .5 in the first. Probably happening. Giants already, again, runner at third base. Runners on the corners, in fact. One out here in the top of the fourth. That's going to bring up Matt Chapman, batting .231, OPS of .778, 16 homers, 42 RBIs. Heaney looks over at first. Kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back. Coming in here to listen to the game. Hey, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, this is what I do. You know, if you're at work or if you're just working around the house, hey, I got you covered. That's what I do. 0-1 count. Heaney kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up. Shallow right field. Reynolds is calling it off. Makes the catch for out number two. He's throwing home, and Ramos is going to have to back up. So that was huge for the Pirates. As soon as pretty much Bridges here announced his bet, the Giants have gotten 2 outs back-to-back. All right, that'll bring up Casey Schmidt. Batting .254, OPS of .738, 6 home runs and 22 RBIs on the season. How many QBs do you think they'll use? I don't know. Here is the pitch. That's going to be low for ball one. They did just sign Tyler Huntley, so I'm not too sure what the Browns are going to be doing. 1-0 count again. Runners on the corners. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Casey Schmidt at the plate. Heaney looking to get out of it. Again, Ramos with the leadoff single. Just one pitch, one single there. Here is the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. And we've talked a lot about Heaney. Under .5. Okay. Hey, well, that's good then. That's good. You're looking good. But, of course, the announcer's jinx is something. So now that I've said that, it's not going to be looking good for you. 1-1 count. Heaney sets. Looks over at first. And delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 90 on the outside corner. A 1-2 count. Heaney sets on the 1-2. Looking to get out of it. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to center. Canario at the warning track, but under it, and makes the catch for out number 3. The Giants couldn't take advantage of 2 base runners there. Ramos, of course, with the single. Devers following it up with a walk or, hit by pitch. We head to the bottom of the first inning where the score is 0-0. Pro Bowl. Yeah, I do apologize about that. My bad. Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley. Can't remember if I did some of those. I can't remember. What is NRFI? It's probably something so simple, and I just can't remember. Green. I have no idea. Wait, the Browns said only Sanders Huntley play. Yeah, no, I think something. I mean, Gabriel's pretty much, from what I understand, Gabriel's pretty much already solidified his spot. Again, due up for the Pirates is Peguero, Pham, and Reynolds. Of course, I would normally at this point go over other games, but there really is only one other game, so we'll go ahead and save that for a little bit later. Again, if you like what you see, folks, if you're not already subscribed, definitely subscribe. Press that button right now. Of course, like it up as well. That doesn't cost you as much. You like the video, it helps me out a lot. But yeah, subscribing, well, it's still free, but he made a commitment here that we're going to be here for a while. Now, I'll be here for a while. Again, if you like baseball or football, this is the channel for you. Starting pitching again, if you weren't here earlier, Robbie Ray for the Giants. He has been very, very good. 9-5 record, 2.85 ERA, whip of a 1.12 on the season. So a really good pitcher in Robbie Ray. Again, Peguero, Pham, and Reynolds are going to be the first three batters you'll see as Peguero is coming to the plate. It's batting .250. No run first inning. Oh, duh. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was something so simple. Batting .250, OPS of .919, 4 homers and 7 RBIs as Ray kicks and deals. That is going to be low for ball 179 on the breaking ball as Ray can't make the catch. As the catcher threw it back to him. Of course, the throw was a little bit off. Do I know the current Browns quarterback? I don't remember. I remember I saw Sanders, though, in fourth. 1-0 count. Ray delivers. That's going to be fouled back. 1-1. 1-1 count to Liover Peguero. He had 3 home runs in one game on Saturday, but hasn't really been able to do much since then. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 2. He has struggled. I don't know if he got a hit. Okay, no, he didn't even play yesterday, and he's been 0 for 7 since. 2-1, Ray delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 80-mile-per-hour breaking ball just below the dirt. Two and 2 count. Ray kicks and deals. That is going to be in the dirt, ball 3. 88 on the gun. Ray usually works pretty fast. That time letting the pitch clock go all the way down to 2. Three and 2. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a leadoff walk as that one was way inside for ball 4. All right, that'll bring up the hottest hitter in Major League Baseball, Tommy Pham. Last in 30 games since June 2nd, batting .347, OPS of .1031, 8 doubles, 5 home runs, and 22 RBIs. Again, I am not kidding. This guy is really good ever since, was it the contacts or did he get LASIK? I can't remember. Anyway, for the season, he's batting .267, OPS of .715, 5 homers, and 31 RBIs. As Ray sets on the 1-0. Kicks and deals. That is way outside for ball 2. $22 million. Dang. Gosh, dang. Don't parlay. I just knew if the Giants and Orioles did score, you were good. There we go. Pham not so. No, he is fantastic. 2-0 count. Ray sets and delivers. That is in the dirt, ball 3. Again, Ray, I've seen him pitch in a lot of games for the Giants this year. And this is very interesting. Again, it's just now getting started in this one, so he's got plenty of time to find that location, find that release point. But he's missing wildly here. Ray Sets on the 3-0. And fires. That is just outside, but that's called a strike. Getting a little bit of a call there. That would have been ball 4. 3-1 count. Ray rocks. Ray sets. Ray fires. That is upstairs, ball 4. 94 on the fastball. So 2 walks here to start off this one for the Pirates. And that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. RFK, don't do it. Don't do it. I will just time you out right now. If I see a C, you are done. Not even going to put up with that today. Reynolds batting .239, OPS of .674, 10 homers and 53 RBIs. All right, goodbye. Goodbye. Here is the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. 0-1 count. Sorry, guys, you have to deal with that. I'm also apologizing to myself. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to short. There's 1 and 2. A double play. So that was huge. 1 pitch gets 2 outs there. So that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. I had Pham for a walk too, and he and this pitcher do that. Yeah, right. Batting .270, OPS of .723, 5 homers and 18 RBIs. Again, I just don't understand. He ruins the chat. He ruins the chat when he does that. Ray sets, kicks, and deals. That is upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 count. Pirates have an awesome jersey. They do. They just refuse to wear this. Even though their regular whites are really nice, as that's going to be outside. So it's 2-0. Pirates, of course, wearing their regular white home uniform today. The Giants in their classic grays. Everyone usually nowadays wears, an alternate or, all that stuff. It's always nice to see gray versus white. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. But yeah, no, the Pirates have refused to wear this. Despite it being the best jersey they have, they've decided to wear their away alternates at home. So the away script, they wear it at home. Here is the 2-1. That's going to be hit back, and that's going to go foul. So I don't understand why in the world they do that. As 2-2 is the count. Again, runner on third for the Pirates. 2 outs. Back-to-back walks to start off the bottom of the first, but a double play has resulted in, where we are now. 2-2. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 3. I'd love to see Rays, strikes and balls and strikes here because I feel like, the balls have been a lot more. 3-2 counts. Ray kicks and deals. That's going to be hit in between short and third. That is going to score a run. Peguero scores. Nick Gonzalez with a 2-out RBI single. Puts the Pirates ahead 1-0. Sound like it. Oh, really? Do I? That's cool. Serious? Hey, it'd be so cool to actually work for and call games for a living. Baseball, or really football. I love football, but baseball would be cool too. It'd be so cool to do that for a living. But I probably need a college degree, I'm not doing that. All right, in steps in McCutchen. Here is the pitch. That is outside, but that's called a strike. Breaking ball, 79 on the radar gun. Batting .246, OPS of .709, 11 homers and 39 RBIs. Ray kicks and deals. That is going to be in the dirt. Handled well by... No, wait, not quite. Kisner thought he had it. Looked down and didn't have it, but Gonzalez was staying put. Pirates for the dub. It's okay. I almost put over 7.5. Almost. Again, you never know. Baseball's so random. You could just randomly have, a 16-17 game. And then you can, I don't know, 1-0 is pretty common too, is that's going to be upstairs ball too. What's your way too early prediction? I still have a lot of faith in the Phillies. I think the Phillies are the team that will represent the NL. The AL, I don't really know. I think whoever goes to the World Series in the NL is going to win it, so I couldn't tell you. Here is the 2-1. That's going to be hit to center, and that one is going to drop for a base hit. Lee throws to third, but Gonzalez is going to stay put. So runners on first and second as the Pirates keep it alive here, all with 2 outs. That'll bring up Joey Bart. Batting .243, OPS of .654, 1 home run and 18 RBIs on the season. And we do have a mound meeting here, a mound visit, as the pitching coach is going to come on out. Again, 1-0 is your score here in the bottom of the first. Pirates, of course, leading. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. All this, the runs are coming, of course, with 2 outs. Detroit's been kind of falling apart lately. Not really falling apart, but they haven't been as strong. Let's see here. Again, I was looking at the standings earlier. The Blue Jays were playing good. Well, they're 4-6 in the last 10. But again, it's so random. It's really just whoever gets hot. Very rarely does the best, team actually win. In hockey and baseball, with the 7-game series, it's really just whoever gets hot. Now, honestly, you can make the argument for football, too. We saw that in the college football playoff. None of the teams with a bye won a game. As Ray kicks and deals, checked his swing. He went strike 1. AL, I don't know. I mean, again, the Rangers are pretty hot as of late. But will they? I mean, I guess they'll probably make it. I don't know. I have no answer for the AL. 0-1 count. Ray sets and fires. That's going to be yanked to left, and that one is foul. The Brewers, the Brewers are another team that's just popping off. Again, the NL, I think, just whoever represents the NL, I think, is going to win. I think the NL is much stronger this year for sure. 0-2 count. Runners on first and second. Ray sets, but looks like Bart is going to ask for time. Ray's already at 25 pitches. I can look at the standings again on the little half inning here. Again, 0-2 count. Runners on first and second. Bottom of the first. Pirates leading 1-0. Ray sets. Looks back at Gonzalez. Kicks and deals. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. He struck him out. Pirates do get a run. Thanks to 2 hits and 2 walks. We head to the top of the second. The Pirates lead 1-0. Let's see, AL here. Again, the Tigers, well, I guess they're 6-4, but they were cruising along, and now they're kind of, they've been playing like 500 ball for about a month or so. Yeah, I don't know. The Red Sox, again, they are heating up. They've won 7 in a row. The Astros, they're good. And the Rangers were playing really good baseball for a while. Again, they have a really good offense and a really good pitching as well. So, well, maybe not really good offense. My bad. Pitching is really what's doing it for them. But their bats are coming alive as of late. Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's going to be very interesting. Of course, again, if you like baseball, folks, if you like football, baseball, this is the channel for you. I, of course, will be doing playoff baseball. More so NL teams. I just have happened to do more NL games this year. And so, yeah, I'll probably be doing a lot of the NL playoffs. But again, if you're a Pirates fan, definitely like and subscribe. Giants fans, and I'll go ahead and show you if you're able to watch the YouTube screen. Again, it's really cool that you're able to listen through, at work, Chupacabra Gang Warfare. Great name, by the way. Again, as you can see, I do a lot of Giants games. I do have a lot of Giants subscribers. So they have a lot of pool on this channel. I try to get in the Giants every few days or so. And, of course, they played the Pirates the last, they played them last week and this week. So it really just makes it look a lot better. But, yeah, again, definitely like and subscribe. It's free, of course, to subscribe. Again, feel free to do that. I do appreciate you guys. Due up for the Giants is Encarnacion, Lee, and Koss. As the Pirates getting back indeed. Smash them free subs. Yes, thank you, Charles. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. As Encarnacion is stepping in, Heaney kicks and deals. That is upstairs for ball one. Want to know counts? Encarnacion batting 148 on the year, OPS of 444. Here is the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. 74-mile-per-hour breaking ball at the knees. 1 home run and 1 RBI on the year. Here is the pitch. That is going to be inside, ball 2. Stros can beat someone other than Miami, but players returning from injuries might return them to earlier form. 2-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. Reynolds makes the catch for out number 1. Had to move a little bit there. As that'll bring up Jung-Hoo Lee. He's batting 258. OPS of 736. 6 homers and 46 RBIs on the season. CeeLo on the go stream the Braves game. Nice. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. 1 out. Pirates leading 1-0 as Heaney delivers the 0-1. That is going to be... Did he call that a strike? I can't really tell. Yeah, he did. That was a very interesting strike signal there, as that one was indeed outside. 0-2 count. Here is the pitch. That is going to be in the dirt, ball 1. Yeah, no, he kind of like half-heartedly did the strike call. It's like he didn't really want to call it, but he did. 1-2. Heaney kicks and fires. That one was more inside than the other one, but doesn't get the call, as that one is ball 2. And, of course, that did catch a little bit of the zone looking at the box, I was going to say the box score, the little strike zone there. 2-2. Heaney sets and delivers. That is way outside for ball 3. Working it back a little bit here. Do some shorts and get some views and subs. I do like NFL power rankings. That's pretty much it, though. 3-2. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to second. Lee is fast. It's going to be a tough play. Throws to first. Gets him by half a step for out number 2. Nice play by Gonzalez. That was a slow little dribbler. Kind of jammed him. That'll bring up Christian Koss. He's batting 262. OPS of 679. 3 homers and 14 RBIs on the season. Yeah, it'd be nice to do that. I don't really have the expertise to, like, trim and all that. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I can't do all the fancy stuff, and yeah, I don't have any knowledge when it comes to technology. This is pretty much it. Here is the 0-1. That is in there for a called strike. 91 on the inside corner. Those poor home plate umpires, they get exposed instantly. I know, right? I'm just a D1 hater. But it is true when you have that. It's kind of like pampered us in a way. You know, we used to watch it, of course, with no strike zone. Here is the 0-2. That is chopped foul. But now you see it on TV, which they're not always accurate. But they do. It's pretty, for the most part, it's pretty good. But, yeah, you can see how bad they actually are. 0-2. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. Sitting in at my desk listening in, always hard to get work done on weekdays with early games. I got you, Hammer. Thank you, of course, for stopping on by. Got the final game of the series between the Pirates and Giants. Here is the pitch. That is low for ball 2. 2-2 count. 2 outs, top of the second. Pirates leading 1-0. As Heaney kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left, and that one is curving foul. Looking like doo-doo. Are you talking about the Giants, Pirates? Talking about me? Hopefully not me. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to left. Pham is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Giants. So we head to the bottom of the second. The Pirates lead 1-0 over the Giants. You have a lawn care business, so I'm off over the winter. Oh, I see. That's cool. Mowing the lawn is very satisfying. It is a very satisfying thing. But, of course, I'm assuming there's more things that you are able to do. That's cool, though. Again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Of course, it's a lot of Pirates on this channel, so if you're a Pittsburgh fan, Pirates, Steelers, Panthers, whatever, definitely like and subscribe. We'll be doing a lot of that on this channel. But, of course, if you're a Giants fan as well, I do a lot of you guys as well, a lot of Giants games on this channel. And, of course, if you're an NFL fan, it doesn't, again, don't let the Steelers gear scare you away. I'll actually be having you guys vote on games I'll be doing. Yes, I'll be doing every Steelers game, but that afternoon window, you guys will have 100% control on what I call. So if that sounds good to you, like and subscribe. Again, 2 games every Sunday, and, of course, 2 games every Saturday. And you guys will be voting on college as well, though I don't really know how that's going to work because there's so many games, but there will be a poll up regardless, and you're going to be voting on it. So hopefully that sounds good to you. If you haven't already subscribed, press that subscribe button. It is free. Absolutely free. Giants sold after the break. Yeah, no, the Giants have been struggling lately, Ross. Again, they started off the year so well. The Giants, again, they need to take advantage of games like this. I'm a Pirates fan, but I'm sure most of us Pirates fans are pretty realistic on how the Pirates are. 2 up for the Pirates is Canario, Triolo, and Kiner Falefa. Black jerseys are the best. Yeah, I know. I just wish they would wear these. They don't wear these. They hate these jerseys, apparently. The ownership, I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, Alexander Canario batting 209. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 91 right down the middle. OPS of 592. 3 homers and 13 RBIs on the season. Ray delivers the 0-1, and that is upstairs for ball 1. One and 1 count. Ray kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that one is slicing foul. 1-2. Ray sets and begins to wind up in the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. San Francisco jersey might scare me away, though. I'm from San Diego and Arizona. We don't do Giants over there. Oh, I see. 1-2 counts. Ray delivers. That's going to be hit right to second. Koss with a nice catch for out number 1. That one was way out of the zone. Canario got a pretty good hit out of it regardless, but it was right to the second baseman. So that'll bring up Jared Triolo. He's batting 166, OPS of 535, 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Butterfly, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Reggie, they did not. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit. Oh, it's just over the second baseman. He tried to make a leaping grab, but couldn't. Lee throws it into second. Triolo is safe. A 1-out double. Almost the exact same hit as Canario, but Triolo hit his a little bit higher. Triolo, again, he has some speed for being a tall guy. Those long strides, able to get in at second. So that'll bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. It's batting .271, OPS of .643, 1 homer and 30 RBIs. Ray looks back at second, kicks and fires. That is in the dirt, ball 1. Everyone, I think, is doing all right. Need to start piling on some runs. It'd be nice to see the Pirates score. Again, they had been playing well, of course, it was in Colorado. 1-0. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 count. God bless Texas. Hey, yeah, it's a great state. It's a great state. In fact, that's where I indeed live. 1-1 count. Ray. And looks like he's going to walk back Triolo to the bag. Former Pennsylvanian here, of course, forcefully moved at the age of 8, so I had no say in the matter. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be popped up and fouled back. 1-2. Nightbot. Yeah, no, Nightbot is still a bot. We're still working at the kinks there. Of course, he's only here because of one person that I actually had to go ahead and say goodbye to. I had to say you're done for the day. Pirates 8-1 loss looking motivating. Yeah, no, they are looking a lot better than yesterday, which, again, Ray's a really solid pitcher as he looks back at Triolo, looks back again, and delivers. That is upstairs, ball 2. Again, Triolo has the speed, so Ray is keeping an eye on him. Reggie needs 0 this inning. Reggie does not want the Pirates to score. Don't mess with Texas. Yeah, I guess. I don't know about the horns thing, though. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit right to second. Koss with the catch. His second catch of the inning. That'll bring up Liover Peguero. Again, Triolo had to run back to the bag. It's batting .250, OPS of .936, 4 homers and 7 RBIs. Reggie needs a double play. Right now, though, he'll take just a regular out. He was indeed, and he was fine at the beginning. Again, he just started being stupid. Ray kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 1. I didn't give him 10 minutes. I banned him for 24 hours. He is done. We'll not be seeing him the rest of the day. 1-0 count. Ray looks back and delivers. That's going to be fouled back. It's 1-1. I don't gotta love the Longhorns. In fact, it's one of my favorite things to do. Is the horns down. I will do it. I'll probably do it on stream just because. I just want to do it now. All of a sudden, 1-1 count. Ray looks back, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh, I totally agree, Anthony, but the thing is, he takes it and ruins it. In fact, I've been told that he ruins the chat and people will click away. I've been told that is the thing. So, he takes it too far, and he's the reason. But pretty much, again, you guys, I'm all for free speech for the most part. You guys are free to chat about whatever you like. Of course, keep it, within reason. But, you start spamming the chat, all that stuff, and you just got to go. You just got to go. 1-2 count. Ray, and looks like Ray couldn't get the pitch off in time. Two and 2 count. Ray looks back at second. Kicks and deals. Called strike 3 below the knees. Oh, Robbie Ray gets a call. He struck him out, so Reggie's pretty happy. I don't know if I am as we head to the top of the third. The Pirates, of course, still leading 1-0. I am not a Penn State fan. No, sir. No, sir, I am not. I'm a Pitt Panthers fan, which, again, it's like, I mean, I kind of pull for them because my dad, likes them. But he went to Temple, of course, in Philadelphia. And he does like Temple, but he actually likes Pitt more. So, I mean, I think he really loved Dan Marino, and that's kind of why he likes Pitt. As Dan Marino, Tony Dorsett. But no, he went to Temple. He actually ended up going to Temple. And now he doesn't really care for Temple. I mean, he'll pull for him, but he doesn't really care. Me, I just pull for him because he pulls for him. I guess that's what it was as a kid. He pretty much everything here. I'm just a little Trisk pretty much at the end of the day. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely press that like button and subscribe button. I do appreciate you, for stopping by. You'll stay subscribed till then. If I do, I don't know. I mean, for the most part, I mean, again, the negativity comes from, the fact that I live here in Texas. The fact, well, really, where I live, there's more A&M fans than Texas fans. So there is that. Of course, there's a lot of LSU because I live close to Louisiana. So, yeah, I don't know. That'll be pretty fun. You should be a Texan by now. Well, I am a Texan. I don't like any of the teams here. And I do have, you'll hear it. You'll definitely hear the Texas accent, the Texan accent. I try to keep that Pennsylvania normal accent. We are returning to action here as Andrew Kisner is going to be at the plate. Batting 167, OPS of 445. Here is the pitch. A breaking ball in there for a called strike. Hello, Alex. How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Very quickly ahead. 0-2. San Antonio. You like the San Antonio, the UTSA? Is that what it is? I can't remember. 0-2 count. The Roadrunners. Yeah. I think that's it. Unless I'm confusing you with UTEP. Here is the 0-2. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. I think they're like the Miners, actually, or something like that. 0-2 counts. So, again, we're just beginning the top of the third. 1-0 is your score. Pirates, of course, leading. Heaney kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back as the count will remain at 0-2. It's kind of sad. This will be the last Pirates-Giants game of the year. Again, thank you guys for stopping by. Here is the 0-2. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to go foul. Again, these are pretty much, I would say, the two most subscribed fan bases for my channel. So it's been awesome. Here is the 0-2. That is low for ball one. Sugarland Space Cowboys, yeah. I have yet to go to their game. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be hit to left. Pham on the run. Makes the running catch for out number one. I have been to the Corpus Christi Hooks, though. That was neat. Back when I lived near Corpus. All right, that'll bring up Heliot Ramos. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game, 1 pitch, 1 single. Batting .276, OPS of 776, 14 homers and 51 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Of course, I've been to Reading Phillies game. Plenty of those in my life. Here's the pitch. That is low for ball one. Yeah, Tracy McGrady's autograph. That's cool. That is pretty neat. 1-1 count. Heaney delivers the pitch. That is way outside ball 282 on the changeup there. Count is 2-1. Heaney delivers. That's going to be sliced foul back behind home plate. So 2-2. Again, nobody on here in the top of the third. 2-2 count, 1 out. As Heaney delivers the 2-2. That's going to be jammed, hit to right, but Reynolds is able to make the catch for out number 2. All right, that'll bring up Rafael Devers. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning. He's batting .256, OPS of .836, 20 home runs, and 78 RBIs. Who here in chat does not work during the day? Me, it's random when I work. As that's going to be a ground ball to second. Throws to first. Nice play by Gonzalez. Looking really nice, going away from first, but able to make the throw. As we head to the bottom of the third, your score: Pirates 1, Giants 0. Yeah, I know a lot of teachers in this Dr. DeLay community. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, anyway, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play action. A lot of Pirates on this channel, of course, a lot of Giants. There is Sean. There's the guy. He's the one that started the Giants thing. He is the first Giants fan that was consistently in here. And I'm like, well, shoot, since you're a Giants fan, you're always chatting with me, I'll be sure to get some Giants fans. So everybody here, be sure to thank, if you're a Giants fan, thanks Sean for coming by. Of course, he's asking about Luis. He is he's an OG as well. Luis, a Padres fan. I haven't seen him in a while. Hopefully he is okay. But again, folks, if you like baseball or football, this is the chat for you. This is the channel for you. Again, hit that subscribe button. It is free. You don't have to pay a dime. Of course, tomorrow I'll be doing another Pirates game and then doing a doubleheader. In fact, going right after that will be a preseason game. And I'm still unsure how the weekend is going to shape out. You got to pay a contract $3,300. Oof. That is tough. That is tough. Due up for the Pirates will be Tommy Pham, Brian Reynolds, and Nick Gonzalez. Again, there's really not many scores to go over. So pretty much the only thing of note is that the Twins are up on the Tigers 2-0 in the bottom of the first. Everything else, Phillies, Orioles, Indians, and Mets, they are tied at 0 apiece. As Tommy Pham is going to lead off this inning. He's batting .267, OPS of .717. 5 homers and 31 RBIs. He walked in the first inning. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to go foul. Working and listening. Again, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you. NBA, I'm sorry, I'm just not an NBA guy. If I did this 20 years ago, probably. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Even 10 years ago, I probably would have been okay with it, but not anymore. But I got you for college basketball. That's fun. 0-2 count. Here is the pitch. That is in the dirt. Ball 1. Trisk is doing well, Anthony. Thank you for asking. He's going back to work. He's a teacher, of course. So 1-2 count. Ray kicks and deals. That's going to be a ground ball off Ray's foot. And that one is going to be an infield single. We'll have to check on Ray. Just took a line drive off the foot. I don't know if it did hop. It may have hopped. Would have taken a little bit off it. No. Oh, I don't know. It might not have even hit the foot. It might have hit the knee. I'd like to see another angle here. Oh, it hit him more on the ankle as Ray. Ray, though, is acting like he wasn't even touched. I mean, shoot. They are going to do some warm-up pitches here. Brian Reynolds will be at the plate, batting .238, OPS of .672, 10 homers and 53 RBIs. Again, they're checking out Robbie Ray. Just took a ball off the ankle. What days will we be calling day games? Day games? I don't know. Shoot, I don't know. I don't think there's any day games. I do work tomorrow. I don't think there might be one day game on tomorrow, but I don't think I'm calling it. I don't know where I put the schedule at. I think it's disappeared. But yeah, I think shoot, I don't even know. Probably the weekend. I mean, there's always day games there. All right, Ray kicks and deals. That's going to be chopped foul. As far as this week, I don't think there's one I'm calling. I work tomorrow. And then Friday, there's no day games at all. And I do work Friday anyway. So 0-1 counts for Brian Reynolds. Again, runner on first. Ray sets. Looks over at first and fires. That is in the dirt. Ball one. Do you do WNBA? I do not. I think it would not be. I don't know. What do you. I mean. I don't think I would be. I don't think I'm the guy to call I mean, it would be more of a humorous thing for me, really. I mean, that's. I mean, if you guys would like that. 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. That is upstairs, but that's called a strike as Ray gets a call. Another call, really. Ray's gotten a few calls here today, but of course Heaney's gotten a few as well. I can't really paint the Giants as the only ones benefiting here. 1-2 count. Ray sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, Reynolds. Has had a rough year. What days are you off? Today and then, yeah, that's, I mean, I'm off the weekend. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, batting .274, OPS of .729, 5 homers and 19 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. That is upstairs, ball one. Sports. Hey, sorry, Cat. How's it going? Thank you, of course, for stopping by as always. How are you not modded anymore? 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened. All right, sorry, guys. Okay, I don't know. I'll have to check that after the stream. 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball two. Again, runner on first here, 1 out in the bottom of the third. Pirates, of course, leading 1-0. Nick Gonzalez at the plate. Again, he's 1 for 1 on the day as Ray sets and delivers. That's going to be yanked to left, and that's going to be fouled back. I got you. Yeah, I was just checking to see if it was like a troll. That's why I clicked on your profile. I'm like, is this the actual? Sorry, Cat. Yeah, I'll have to check that out later. I can add you back after the stream. I'll do it. 2-2. Ray sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to go foul. $30 more years to go. Yeah, I mean, probably same here. Probably a little bit more than actually. Sadly, with how the world is. Anyway, 2-2 count. Ray sets and fires. Checked his swing. Did he go? He went. Strike 3. Gonzalez heads back. I'd like to see the replay on that. That'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. He's batting .249, OPS of .712, 11 homers and 39 RBIs on the season. He's 1 for 1 on the day. As Ray sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be a chopper to third. Nice play. Throws to first for out number 3. Nice play by Chapman. All right, we head to the top of the fourth. The Pirates lead 1-0 over the Giants. Ultimate Sports, hello there. How's it going? Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. of course, been doing Pirates for a while. Giants as well. Again, these are the two most featured teams on the channel. Of course, the Pirates, I do a lot more of them. But I do bounce around Major League Baseball. And for the most part, it's Pirates. And then a second is the Giants. So definitely do that. So far today, again, not really much happening. The Orioles and the Phillies, they are currently tied at 0 apiece in the top of the fourth. The Indians, they lead the Mets 1-0 as they head to the bottom of the second. And the Twins lead the Tigers 2-0 in the top of the second. Robin Anthony, oh, wow, it's a big deal. But yes, get those likes up again. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing. Remember, it is free to subscribe. Due up for the Giants is Adames, Chapman, and Schmidt. So far for the Pirates, 4 hits. Of course, 1 run. For the Giants, just 1 hit. And, of course, they're looking for their first run of the game. And feel free, as always, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you'd like. I do try to read as many comments as possible. Looking at the poll, 62% of you guys think the Giants are going to win today. 38% think the Pirates are going to win. Of course, again, baseball, any given day, anything can happen. So definitely understand that. Definitely understand why. Well, of course, the Giants are the better team. But, the Giants, for some reason, haven't been able to do well against the Pirates. Pirates on the season series 4-1. They're 4-1 against the Giants. We are returning to Pittsburgh, where again the Pirates lead 1-0. Willy Adames at the plate, batting .232, OPS of .729, 18 homers and 61 RBIs. As here is the pitch. That is low for ball 1. Adames 0 for 1 on the day. 1-0 count. Heaney kicks and deals. That is inside for ball 2. Yeah, I saw that, Ultimate. Here is the 2-0. My bad. Just about to talk with my throat full of water. 3-0 count here. Way inside. You don't care who wins, just someone scores some dang runs. I know, it'd be nice to see some runs. 3-0 count. Here is the pitch. That is in there for a called strike on the outside corner. 3-1 count. Heaney kicks. Oh, never mind. Looks like Adames calling for time at the last second. All right, Heaney getting back in motion. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to second, but Gonzalez is right there. Throws to first for out number 1. All right, that'll bring up Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman is batting .230 on the year. OPS of .776, 16 homers and 42 RBIs on the season. As Heaney delivers, that is upstairs for ball 1. 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Again, he's not a guy that's going to blow it by you. Chapman is 0 for 1 on the day. Heaney delivers. That's going to be popped up, and Bart is kind of walking over, but nothing there, as that's going to be a foul ball. 1-1 count. BRB, I got you. Heaney on the mound yet again as he delivers the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Sean loves pitcher stools. That is true. I like offense. I'm an offense guy. I like high-scoring baseball games. Always exciting. 1-2 count as Heaney kicks and deals. That is upstairs for ball 2. Once again, a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Robbie Ray for Cy Young. I don't know about that. I don't think so. I don't think he's going to be getting more votes than Paul Skeens, as here is the 2-2. That's going to be hit foul. So Chapman doing a good job of staying alive here. And the Giants looking to get above 500. Of course, make that playoff push. Here is the 2-2. That is outside for ball 3, 81 mile per hour off-speed pitch. Doctor has his PhD in Pittsburgh sports. I don't know about that. I mean, maybe with the Steelers anyway. Pirates, I don't know. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that'll bring up Casey Schmidt. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Batting .253, OPS of .734, 6 home runs and 22 RBIs. As Heaney kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to go foul. Are you a decaf or regular coffee? It doesn't really matter either or. I don't really need coffee for the decaf. I just like I really like the creamer I usually put in. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be fouled back for strike 2. I've never really had coffee at like a restaurant or anything, so I don't know. I've never actually ordered it. 0-2 count. Heaney begins the windup and the pitch. Chopper, and that is going to go foul. Oh, geez, I got the Phillies money line too, and they're laying down for the for the Orioles. Yeah, that's how it usually works. Regular had a large black rifle with pumpkin flavoring this morning. Interesting. Pumpkin flavoring, I don't know. I'm not much of a pumpkin spice guy. Here is the 0-2. That is upstairs for ball 1. I know that's always popular in the fall. Count is 1-2. To Casey Schmidt. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to third. IKF throws to first for out number 3. Schmidt throws down his helmet in frustration as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score, of course, is Pirates 1, Giants nothing. Orioles are woefully inadequate. Yeah, it's been a rough year for the Orioles. Orioles, though, on top of the Phillies. Again, baseball is one of those things where it's so random game to game, you never know on what's going to happen. Again, the Rockies have won 30 games this year. They're so bad, but yet, hey, they've won 30 random times. Of course, they randomly beat the Pirates twice. Maybe that one's not so random. But you just never know. Once again, folks, if you haven't already done it, definitely hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. It's free. Of course, plenty of baseball on this channel. And, of course, football is just right around the corner. In fact, I'll be doing a doubleheader tomorrow. Baseball whenever I get home from work, and then football right after. So it's going to be a late night for me, so feel free to stop by for either one, both if you can. If you're busy, of course, or doing other things, that is okay. Definitely do your thing. I'm just entertainment. You can turn me off at any time. Joey Bart, Alexander Canario, and Jared Triolo will be due up for the Pirates in this bottom half of the 4th inning. Bart is batting .242, OPS of .651, 1 homer and 18 RBIs. I don't know if they've cut back too soon, but no one's speaking at all. You like decaf? Decaf. Yeah, no, for me it's whatever. I just like putting in the creamer. Again, Pirates up 1-0, 4 hits for the Pirates today. Giants with 1 hit and, of course, no runs. As we do indeed have a pitcher's duel. As Ray kicks and deals, and that's going to be low for ball 1. As they're showing like a little thing in the booth. I'm sorry, guys. That's very interesting, though. 1-0 count to Bart. Ray delivers. That's going to be low as well for ball 2. Both of these have been breaking balls just below the knees. 2-0 count. As Ray begins the windup, and here is the pitch. That's going to be cut on and fouled back as the count is 2-1. 2-1 count for Joey Bart. Again, we're just beginning the bottom of the fourth. Your Pirates, of course, leading 1-0 as Ray delivers the 2-1. That is outside for ball 3. 3-1 count. Ray delivers the pitch. That's going to be fouled back as the count is 3-2, working at full. Again, the Giants 6 games back from the NL wildcard. They definitely need to take advantage of series like this. As here is the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll bring up Alexander Canario. It's batting .208 OPS of .588, 3 homers and 13 RBIs on the season. Baseball is day-to-day. A lot of folks stayed off of Philly today. The O's pitcher and the 2 Philly wins in the series were enough to pass on that game for most folks. Steve, looking at all that, the stuff there, as that's going to be low for ball 1. 1-0 count. Ray delivers. That's going to be hit right to third. Chapman throws to first for out number 2. Oh, he did throw to first anyway. He just caught it right off the. That was a nice catch by, again, Chapman. Had some nice defensive plays today. That'll bring up Jared Triolo. Batting .171, OPS of .550, 3 homers and 11 RBIs on the season. As Ray kicks and deals. That is right down the middle for a called strike. 87 on the gun. Who has the tastier name, Chili Davis or Jim Rice? I would say Chili Davis. Yeah, Chili. I like that question. Here is the 0-1. That is in there for a called strike. 0-2. Chili Davis is a really cool name. Jim Rice is also neat as well. 0-2 count. Ray likes the sign as he delivers the 0-2. That is in the dirt, ball 1. Ray at 67 pitches here in the 4th inning. Well, combined through the 4th inning. I shouldn't say for the entire inning. That would be pretty bad. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be a chopper to second. Koss throws to first for out number 3. Nothing doing for either of these teams in a while as we head to the top of the 5th. The Pirates, of course, still at the lead, 1-0. Rice or Chili? I'm going out on a limb and say Chili. Yeah, no, Chili is definitely the tastier name. Hey, Rice, you can't knock Rice, though. Rice is, that is solid. My wife is, she doesn't like the regular rice. She likes the jasmine rice, which is the more, the quality rice, more expensive rice. So jasmine rice is pretty good as well. But yeah, no, Chili, you can't. Now, chili on top of rice. I'm getting hungry just talking about this stuff. I didn't eat anything. I don't really eat breakfast. And yet I'm still big. So that's just GG's for me. Anyway, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys for even clicking on this stream. That is just very helpful to me. Thank you very much. Hopefully I'm doing a good enough job for you guys today. Again, been doing baseball since opening day, and of course that is not stopping anytime soon. We still got, just under 2 months of the regular season. Of course, I'll be doing a little bit of the playoffs as well, so that'll be pretty fun. And of course, football is just right around the corner. College and NFL, I'll be doing a lot of that, and you guys will be voting on games that I do. Yes, I'll be doing every Steelers game, but that other game I do on Sunday will be voted on by you guys, the subscribers of this channel. So make sure to subscribe. You guys will have a lot of say on what I do this football season. Two up for the Giants will be Encarnacion, Lee, and Koss. They are all 0 for 1. Again, we are still in commercial break, as we are actually just now returning to Pittsburgh, where the Pirates lead 1-0. Encarnacion batting .143, OPS of .429, 1 home run and 1 RBI on the season. Of course, he only has 28 at-bats. As Heaney delivers, and that is going to be, well, he checked his swing there, and the first base umpire says he did not go. 1-0. Have you ever heard of chili spaghetti? I have never heard of that. Chili spaghetti, I don't know. It would depend on the chili. 1-0, here is the pitch. That is in the dirt, ball 2. Nobody named steak and crab cakes. Yeah, no, right? I don't like crab cakes, actually. I don't really like much. I'm not a seafood guy. Not a seafood guy. Here is the 2-2. Oh, man, that is going to be hit to left. It was the 2-0, but it doesn't matter. It is now 1-1 as Encarnacion. A leadoff home run for the Giants. His second home run of the season. As it's now tied up here in Pittsburgh. That one was just belted to left, 111 miles per hour off the bat. That'll bring up Jung-Hoo Lee, batting .257, OPS of .734, 6 home runs, 46 RBIs. That really just came out of nowhere. As here is the pitch to Lee. That's going to be a breaking ball in there for a called strike. 1-1 the score. Encarnacion tying it up to lead off the top of the 5th. 0-1. Here is the pitch. That is just outside for ball 1. One of my sons calls the other one steak. Interesting. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to go foul. It is the Jung-Hoo Lee. Yes. Is that how it is, Young? Or is it Jung? I've been saying Jung. Young. It probably is Young, honestly. I never know. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be a ground ball to third. IKF throws to first. Gets him by a step for out number 1. IKF really nice with the glove. That'll bring up Christian Koss. Batting .260, OPS of .672, 3 homers and 14 RBIs. He is 0 for 1. There was a player named, yes, Coco Crisp for the Athletics and the Red Sox. Here is the pitch. Checked his swing. Appeal to first, he did not go. No seafood? Yeah, I'm just not a seafood guy, and I fired. Yeah, no, I'm just not a seafood guy. 1-0 counts as Heaney kicks and deals. That's going to be hit, and that is also going to go foul. Denny, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, let's go Bucks. Pirates were up, of course, 1-0. But Encarnacion with the solo shot here to lead off the top of the 5th. It is now 1-1. Koss again 0 for 1 on the day, a 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. And he places the bunt down, but that one, in fact, is going to go to the Pirates dugout. 1-2. Kevin Bacon, this guy. Down here we see the J and think, why, I gotcha. That's fair. I think it could go either way, Steve, yeah. But you're probably right. You're probably right. I should really look up the pronunciations. That's what a proper broadcaster would do. Of course, they'd be actually at the game and talking to the people. Here is the 1-2. It hits him. And that one hit him on the knee, and he's limping to first. So a 1-out base runner for the Giants. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to hurt. That'll bring up Andrew Knizner. He's batting .163, OPS of .436, 1 home run, and 2 RBIs on the season. Here is the pitch. That is inside for ball 1. I don't know the story on Milton Bradley. I have no idea. 1-0 count. I know he played for the Cubs. I don't know what the story behind that is. 1-0 count. Heaney looks over at first and fires. That is inside for a ball. So 2-0. That's going to cost him. Yeah, no, it's definitely. Right knee is not feeling great. 2-0 count. Heaney looks over at first and delivers. That is inside for ball 3. Giants are looking to add on here in the top of the 5th. Again, a solo shot by Encarnacion as Heaney sets and delivers. That is in there on the outside corner for a called strike. How many pitches does he have? He has 75 pitches here in the 5th inning. Heaney is going to have to chill out because Knizner called time. Again, 1-1 here in Pittsburgh. Runner on first, 1 out. As Heaney sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to right. Reynolds is booking it on the run, makes the catch near the foul line for out number 2. And looks like that's going to do it for Andrew Heaney. 2 times through the order for Heaney, and that's going to do it for him. Could not make it through 5. So Heaney will exit. He is responsible for the runner on first. And the few Pirates fans there are indeed clapping. I don't really hear many, to be honest. That is actually kind of sad. But let's see here. He finishes with a 4 2/3, 2 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, and, of course, 1 home run when, Encarnacion had it. He is responsible for the runner on first. This guy, you guys. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Do appreciate you guys for even clicking on this video. That is definitely helpful. But yeah, of course, again, baseball, football, this is the channel for you. And if you just, for some reason, don't think that is enough, if you like college basketball, I'll be doing that. So if that is a deal breaker, college basketball, there you go. I also do that. But that, of course, will be happening once football season is nearing its end in, the playoffs and all that stuff. So, yeah, that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. New pitcher for the Pirates is going to be Dari Moreta. He just, of course, came back from injury. He's 1-0 on the season. ERA, of course, is 0. WHIP is 0. So the Giants looking to put some other numbers there in his ERA and WHIP column. And Moreta is looking to keep those at 0. Of course, he didn't pitch at all last year. All right, that'll bring up again Heliot Ramos. He's 1 for 2 on the day. It's batting .276, OPS of .775, 14 homers and 51 RBIs. Moreta making his 3rd appearance of the season. As Moreta sets, Ramos digs in. Again, runner on first, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Moreta. And delivers. That is way upstairs for ball 1 as he's going to stretch out his shoulders there and everything there. 1-0 count. Moretta rocks, sets, and delivers. That is in there for a called strike. 93 on the upper half of the zone. Moretta rocks, sets, looks back at second for some reason. Oh, a pickoff attempt, and he is safe. Koss had a huge lead, able to get back in time. That's why I was so excited. Like, ooh, possibly got him there, but not quite. Count is 1-1. Moretta delivers the 1-1. That's going to be chopped, and that is going to go foul. Count is 1-2 to Ramos. Again, 1-1 is your score. Two outs here in the top of the fifth. Moretta sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be popped up, and that is going to go foul. Rhino, how's it going? How are you doing? I think, didn't you say you started work? You started work today, I believe. Looks like we have a little bit of a delay here as Moretta is going to tie his shoe. Like number 20, thank you guys so much. Again, thank you very much for liking it up, and definitely subscribe if you think I am worthy for that. Again, it's free, $0.00. As Moretta looks over at first, sets on the 1-2. Looks back to second twice for some reason. Kicks and deals. That's going to be upstairs. Throw to second as he was stealing. And Koss is going to be safe. The throw was a little bit off. So runner on second now. So a base hit into the outfield will be very favorable for the Giants. Tiger fans are going to panic if they lose today. Might be something to see. Yeah, very interesting what's happening there. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Out in front of the breaking ball there. As we head to the bottom of the fifth, the Pirates and Giants tied up. Thanks, of course, to Encarnacion with the solo shot to left. It's 1-1. Whoop, whoop, indeed. But, yeah, no, the Tigers have been struggling. Again, they've been about 500 for, well, it's been a while, for about a month or so. So it's very interesting indeed. Again, they are down 3-2 to the Twins. Other scores happening, the Indians, they are leading the Mets 3-0 as they head to the top of the fourth inning. And the Orioles are leading the Phillies 4-1 in the bottom of the fifth. But yes, if you like what you see, folks, again, I only do this because Rhino's here. I only say that line. If you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Baseball and football. Of course, if you're a football fan, definitely check out Rising Rhino. He does all the football, NFL, college football, and, of course, the Canadian Football League and the European League of Football. So definitely check out Rising Rhino for all your football needs. And, of course, this guy as well. But, of course, I don't do Canadian or the European League because I don't really know much about them. So I don't feel like I can call something if I don't know it. And I really don't expect to really get into Canadian League football, to be honest. Said the Liars waiting in the background for a few minutes and you did. Oh, I did? Did I? Honestly, I forget. I honestly forget if I do. You probably caught me, but yeah, no, I guess I do. I say it if you like what you see. I guess I do say it, huh? I guess I do say it every time. All right, that'll bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, batting .270, OPS of .642, 1 home run and 30 RBIs. As we're leading off the bottom of the fifth, that's going to be inside ball one. 1-0 count. Kiner-Falefa, again, 0 for 1, lined out earlier. It is delays him. It is, yeah, I guess so. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that one is slicing foul. Again, 1-1 is your score. A pitcher's duel. That's pretty much been the story of the day today, as Ray kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back. So 1-2. Ray begins the windup and the pitch. That's going to be tapped on and fouled back. IKF just trying to stay alive here. Not really a sold-out crowd, if we had to be honest with you guys. 1-2. Ray delivers the 1-2. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to drop for a base hit down the right field line. Encarnacion throws to second, but IKF staying put at first. That was a really nice throw by Encarnacion. All right, that'll bring up Leover Peguero. It's hard for the Rhino to wait in the shadows. Yes, it is hard. Lurking in the shadows. Rhino, though, is just, he's so big. The Rhinos, they just, you kind of see him. You kind of see him lurking. Peguero's 0 for 1 with the walk. He did come across the scores. That's going to be fouled back. Batting .243, OPS of .912, 4 homers and 7 RBIs. 0-1. Ray sets. Looks over at first. Kicks and kneels. That is going to be low for a ball. So ball 1. Really awesome. Again, thank you guys so much for subbing. Again, if you haven't subbed already, definitely do that. Plenty of baseball, plenty of football on this channel. 1-1 counts. Ray delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to go foul. My next scheduled broadcast is tomorrow night, of course, Reds Pirates. That'll be Cabrian Hayes returning to Pittsburgh for the first time as an opponent, as he'll be playing hopefully tomorrow. That'd be kind of lame if he doesn't play in the first game back. Here's the 1-2. That is in the dirt. Ball 2, handled well by Kisner. And I don't know. I might actually do another broadcast tonight. It really just depends on what the wife wants to do, to be honest with you. The wife has been saying, hey, Wednesday, we should definitely do something. But if she wants to do something else, like a last-minute decision, then I might call another game. I just don't know. Looks like IKF is on the run. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He strikes out. IKF is safe at second. So a strikeout there, but a steal. So that puts a runner at second. 14th steal of the season for IKF. And that'll bring up the best hitter in the Major League Baseball, Tommy Pham. Again, I'm not even kidding. He's been amazing since the end of June. Batting .270, OPS of .721, 5 homers and 31 RBIs. Ray sets, kicks, and deals. That is outside for ball 1. Salami or turkey? Both. Both, yes. Roast beef, hey, that's pretty good. Back when I had more money in my pocket, that's what I would get from Subway. But now, yeah, it's just turkey. And I can't put salami because, again, like, they're so expensive. I love Subway, but, like, you gotta chill out. You gotta chill out. You know, my dad would always take me to the $5 footlongs. Oh, man, we'd always get a sub at least once a week for Sundays. After church, we would go to Subway and $5 footlong, have our sandwich. Of course, you know, we didn't have NFL ticket. We do have a mound visit, by the way. I do want to apologize if you're wondering what the heck am I talking about. But yeah, we'd go and we'd watch the Texans because I didn't want to watch the Cowboys. You know, I live in Texas. You know, back before at the age of 8. For some reason in Pennsylvania, we got a lot of Ravens games where I was. So I know Maryland's right there. But anyway, 1-0 count here as Ray sets on the 1-0. Looks back at IKF at second. kicks, and deals. That is in the dirt ball, too. What other... I actually don't know. What other game I would do tonight? I have no idea. Yeah, again, it really just depends on what the wife wants to do. But if I had to pick one, I don't know. I have to look at the schedule. You'll see it, though. If you guys are just baseball fans, again, feel free to join me possibly tonight. I don't know. It's more like a 20% chance that happens. 2-0 count. Ray kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike one. So 2-1. It's a great tradition. Yeah, no, for sure. I actually kept it going for myself when I would go to a friend's house to watch some games. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to left. And that one is foul. That one was hit well. Don't think it would have left the yard, but it was close. Yep, the good old days when you were younger. Yeah, everyone was younger. And oh well, we're all getting old. 2-2 count. Ray kicks and fires. That is in the dirt. Oh, the ball got away, and I believe IKF is going to take advantage as he is standing at third. Just 90 feet away is a Pirates base runner. Breaking ball hit way in front of the plate, and that was a huge hop. Again, that bounced in front of home plate and kicked the other way. Of course, that was a breaking ball, so that's why. 3-2 count. Ray looks over at third. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to center. And that's caught by Encarnacion. He's throwing home. IKF, the throw to the plate. He is safe. Did IKF tag home is the question. The catcher missed the Olay there, but then quickly ran to IKF just in case he didn't tag. I'm interested to see if they're going to challenge it. As of now, it's 2-1. I don't think they're going to challenge. So the Pirates have taken the lead thanks to a sacrifice fly by Tommy Pham. Yeah, no, he definitely touched home plate. So 2-1 is your score. With Brian Reynolds coming to the plate, batting .238, OPS of .671, 10 homers, and 53 RBIs. That's going to be hit to right at Encarnacion, who makes the catch for out number 3. But the Pirates do score thanks to Tommy Pham and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Sacrifice fly makes it a 2-1 ball game as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Baseball news. Jennifer Pawoy will be the first female to umpire MLB. Okay, interesting. That will be interesting for sure. Hopefully does a good. I mean, all we can pull for is that she does a good job. You know, as long as she's earned it, that's all that matters. I mean, if she is really good, then that is all that matters. But, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Again, really, refs doesn't really matter nowadays, the gender. They're all bad. So, that's, doesn't really matter if they're male or female. They're all bad at this point. So, yeah, referee. No one wants to be a referee anymore. Or umpire. So once again, folks, if you like what you see, and there I am doing it again. So I guess I do say it every time. I guess I imagine that I didn't or stopped doing it. Anyway, yeah, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Tomorrow, I'll be returning, of course, to Pittsburgh, where the Reds and Brian Hayes come to town as they play the Pirates. And then after that, I am doing another stream right after. I'll be doing the Raiders-Seahawks preseason game, so that'll be pretty fun. And I believe Rising Rhino is also doing that. So, hey, if you want to check out Rising Rhino during the stream as well, definitely do that. We'll both be doing the game. So that will be pretty fun. We are returning to Pittsburgh, of course, where the Pirates lead 2-1. Devers, Adames, and Chapman due up for the Giants. Pirates leading 2-1. As Moretta's back out there for the top of the 6th. Moretta sets and delivers. That is upstairs for ball 1. Devers is 0 for 1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Moretta kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike. So 1-1 the count. I have to really check Devers' stats, but I know he initially was struggling as a Giant. Here's the 1-1. That is upstairs ball 2. So he has a Giant this year. OPS of 712. So yeah, no, definitely not doing what he did in Boston. Batting .226. Here is the pitch. That is upstairs ball 3. So Moretta falling behind Devers here. Again, Pirates leading 2-1 over the Giants. As Moretta kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fooled him with the changeup on the outside corner. Three and 2. Moretta delivers. Checked his swing. Did not go. That's going to be inside for ball 4. So Devers with the leadoff walk. That'll bring up Willie Adames, and there's a mound visit apparently. Sean wants him to crank one there. Well, he's going to have to just advance on the walk for now. Adames batting .231, OPS of 727, 18 homers and 61 RBIs. As there is indeed a mound visit. Adames is 0 for 2 on the day. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like to talk about. Of course, within reason, of course. I do try to read as many comments as possible. As they're talking about the Hawaiian shirt that they're doing a giveaway for. I don't know if that's today. I think it's another day. So again, a runner on first, nobody out. As the mound visit is nearing its conclusion. Actually, it already did end. Moretta sets and fires. That is upstairs ball 1. Moretta, location right now an issue here in the top of the 6th. Adames again, he's 0 for 2 on the day. Runner on first, nobody out. Moretta delivers the 1-0. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to get out of play. So 1-1 counts here for Willie Adames. Moretta looking in, rocks, sets on the 1-1, and delivers. That's going to be hit foul. Jacob, thank you for stopping by. Going to try to go to a Steelers home game. Hey, that'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty neat. My one regret is I never got to see Ben Roethlisberger play in person. That is my one regret. So you get to see Rodgers possibly, the last of of my generation growing up, my childhood generation. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be a chopper and foul. So 1-2. Again, runner on first, nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Pirates, of course, leading 2-1. Giants, though, with the leadoff walk. Moretta looks over at first. Sets on the 1-2. Kicks and deals. That's going to be a foul tip as Bart is down. That ball definitely shook off Bart. You saw Big Ben in person last game as a Steeler. That's cool. That is cool. So you were there. Are you talking about the Kansas City one or the Cleveland game? Both those games probably weren't all that great to look for or to look at for Ben. Oh, man. They actually are taking a look at Bart here. Bart, again, he went down pretty... he was down for a while. Looks like he's going to try to play it through. Well, you bring your horrible towel. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that is very blasphemous. I have a terrible towel. I'm sure Jacob has a terrible towel as well. All right, looks like we're going to resume here. 1 and 2 count. Moreta sets, kicks, and deals. Called strike 3 at the knees. He struck him out. And that'll bring up Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman, the Cleveland. Okay. I know he threw the ball like 40 times and only had like 100 yards or something. It was I didn't actually watch it. All right, looks like we have a pitching change. That's going to do it for him. And Moreta's going to exit here, as he still has yet to allow a run technically. Of course, does have a runner he's responsible for it. So a pitching change underway. Carmen Molzinski going to be pitching for the Pirates. He has a 2-6 record, a 4.21 ERA, a whip of a 1.43. Though in his last 7 games, if you're looking at the stats, like, oh, come on, what is this guy? As a reliever, he's been much better. 1.59 ERA, a whip of a .94. So as a starter, not so great, but as a reliever out of the pen, he has been much, much better. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Appreciate you guys for clicking on this video, but a super thank you if you're able to like and subscribe. Do appreciate you guys. Cleveland game, yeah. You're getting Sunday ticket because that's the only way I can watch. Yeah, no, I gotcha. Jacob likes the Guardians. You like the Guardians. Well, where I come from, back in my day, we called them the Indians. But hey, you call them whatever you'd like. Of course, that's their actual name. All right, let's see here. Orioles, they lead the Phillies 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th. The Indians, they lead the Mets 3-0 as they head to the bottom of the 5th. Twins and Tigers, they are tied at 4 apiece in the top of the 4th. All right, we're returning to action here again. It's 2-1. Pirates lead. Chapman is at the plate. He's batting .229. OPS of 773, 16 homers, and 42 RBIs. As Molzinski sets, kicks, and deals. That is going to be low for ball 1. Again, a runner on first, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. The Pirates leading, of course, 2-1. 1-0. Molzinski sets and delivers. That is going to be outside for ball 2. 23 likes. Again, thank you guys so much. 2 more to 25. Yeah, again, like it up, people. Betting on the Pirates today was easy money ever made. Giants can't even sweep a floor. Ooh, Devin. Harsh words about the Giants. Giants, though, again, it's anyone's game. Here's the 2. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Oh, that might be good for the Pirates. There's 1. And not in time as Chapman was able to run it out. They do get the leading man in Devers, as that's going to bring up Casey Schmidt. Schmidt is batting .251, OPS of 736 homers and 22 RBIs. But for your sake, of course, and for my sake, I'd like to see the Pirates win, of course, get win number 50. It'd be nice to see the Pirates get a win. As Molzinski sets and fires. That's going to be chopped foul. Giants again, yeah, no, as Devin was talking about, the Giants have struggled a lot as of late. In fact, they did get swept by the, of course, you guys are probably here for that or know about it. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss strike, too. They were swept by the Pirates last week. So 0-2. Two outs, top of the 6th. As Molzinski sets on the 0-2. Still set, kicks, and deals. That is in the dirt. Oh, the ball got away from Bart. Bart can't find it. So, looks like Chapman will take advantage and head to second. I don't know why I just clicked out of there for no reason. All right, 1-2. Mlodzinski looking back at second. As he sets, looks back again, keeping an eye on Chapman. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to be foul. Surely you jest. I don't know. Again, the Giants have been struggling. But they are indeed looking to get back in. Of course, they again only 6 games back of the NL wild card. Check this swing. Did he go? The umpire calls it strike 3. He was trying to get the appeal to first. The umpire said, no, you went. Interesting there by the umpire. I would have liked to see the replay. Didn't look like he went. Regardless, it's a strikeout as we head to the bottom of the 6th. The Pirates leading 2-1 over the Giants. Appreciate you guys again for even clicking on this video. Be sure to leave a like and leave a subscribe button being pushed. It's free. It won't cost you a dime. Again, this is a baseball channel and a football channel. So if that sounds good to you, definitely press those buttons. Let's see here again. We just checked over some scores earlier, but we can check again. Again, the Orioles leading the Phillies 4-1 as they head to the top of the 7th. The Indians lead the Mets 3-0 as they head to the bottom of the 5th. Tigers and the Twins, they are tied at 4 apiece as they head to the bottom of the 4th. And the Reds and Cubs, they are just now getting started. It's all zeros there in Chicago. Pirates up by a rogue. A rogue 1. Ray is pitching. Once again, folks, definitely check out Rising Rhino for some more football as well. He is covering the Raiders and Seahawks tomorrow night. So definitely check out Rising Rhino. I, of course, will also be doing that game, but, feel free to flip back and forth. Do whatever you'd like. I'll be doing that right after Reds and Pirates. So my first baseball, football doubleheader. That'll be nice. Being Giants aren't going for a sweep. Sweeping might not be needed. Yeah, that's true. Sweeping is not indeed a needed skill today. All right, the Pirates again, due up for them is Gonzalez, McCutchen, and Bart. Gonzalez is 1 for 2. It's batting .272, OPS of .726, 5 homers and 19 RBIs. As Ray is on the mound yet again. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Pirates pull away this inning. Either way, Giants won't score no more. Oof. Devin has a lot of faith in the Pirates. If only Pirates fans could actually have that much faith in the Pirates. Here is the 0-1. That is outside for ball 1. I don't. I'm just saying, Devin, you could spot the Pirates 9 runs. And yet we will find a way to lose. If you think I'm joking, you may not have heard what had happened last Friday. Here is the 1-1. That is going to be in the dirt, ball 2. Twins and Tigers, yes, 4-4, tied up there in Detroit. 2-1 count here to Gonzalez. Ray at 88 pitches, so this may be his last inning. As Ray kicks and deals. That is upstairs, ball 3. Scoring is definitely needed. Yes, I'd love to see some scoring here. It's been a pitcher's duel. Of course, there are a lot of baseball fans who do like pitcher's duel. Like Sean loves pitching duels. As that's a swing and a miss, strike 2. I, for one, like scoring in baseball. Football, it doesn't have to be a high-scoring game. I love 13-10 games if it's good defense, If the defense is just clamping down, I'll like it. If it's just terrible play from the offense, okay. Well, that's a bad game. Anyway, here is the 3-2. Ground ball. That's going to get through for a base hit. Gonzalez with the leadoff single here in the bottom of the 6th. That's what the Pirates need. They need some insurance. That'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. Batting .248, OPS of 710, 11 homers, and 39 RBIs on the season. He's 1 for 2 on the day. McCutchen standing in. Ray sets and fires. That is upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 count. Ray looks over at first. Rocks, sets, kicks, and deals. That is going to be upstairs, but that's called a strike. McCutchen showing like, yeah, he didn't like that call. Though that may actually have caught in the zone when they kind of zoomed in there. 1-1 count. Ray sets, looks over at first. Looks over again, kicks, and delivers. That is way upstairs. Nice snag there by the catcher, Kisner. 2-1. Again, Ray usually doesn't miss this wildly. He's missed a lot today. And yet he's only allowed 2 runs. So again, he is one of the best in baseball. And the Giants manager is on the phone. Here is the 2-1. That's going to be on the outside corner for a called strike. Looks like the Giants indeed are warming up a pitcher in the bullpen. 2-2 counts. Ray delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 7 strikeouts for Robbie Ray. He's batting .241, OPS of 648, 1 homer and 18 RBIs. Nick Gonzalez has to be the most generic baseball player I've ever seen. He could be in a 90s EA Sports video game. Here is the pitch. That is upstairs for ball 1. He's got a nice mustache. Do you like 6-3 games? The Jets used to have those all the time. Depends. It depends. It makes the field goals much more exciting when it's that low. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Ray showing some frustration. I don't think he's upset. I don't know. He thinks maybe he got it, or maybe he's upset that he missed. Let's see the... Yeah, no, that was indeed outside. I don't know. 2-0 count. As Ray's going to step off. The Nats are giving up points like an NFL defense. Yesterday, they did not look good against the Athletics. 2-0 count. Ray looks over and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ray at 99 pitches. Again, Bart is 0 for 2 on the day. I don't think I mentioned that. That's my bad. 2-1. Ray rocks. Ray sets. Ray delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. That one was high out of the zone. 94 on the fastball. Ray at pitch 100. About to pitch number 101. Gonzalez with a nice lead. Ray looks over. Kicks and deals. That's going to be souvenirs. That will get out of play. .101 pitches for Robbie Ray. Again, runner on first here. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. 2-2 count to Joey Bart. As Ray delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Bart with 3 strikeouts. That was Ray's 8th strikeout. And that'll bring up Alexander Canario. He's batting .206, OPS of 584, 3 homers and 13 RBIs. Again, 2 outs, runner on first for the Pirates. As Ray sets, kicks, and deals. That is inside for ball 1. Canario is 0 for 2 on the day, 2 lineouts. As Ray rocks, Ray sets, Ray deals. That's going to be hit to right. On the run is Koss, who makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Pirates. That might be Ray's last pitch. In fact, it probably is. We head to the top of the 7th. The Pirates still lead 2-1. Going over Ray's final line, 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. So again, another solid outing for Robbie Ray. He's been very good. Very good. And the Pirates they're still in the bull. They moved to the bullpen in the 5th inning. Heaney finished with 4 2/3, 1 earned run, 2 hits allowed, 1 strikeout. Moretta, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Mlodzinski, of course, is still on the mound. Again, if you like what you see, folks, like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Been doing baseball games since opening day. It's been a lot of Pirates games. Let's make it 9. I don't think it'll be 9. I think he's done. Again, just to prove here, look, a lot of Pirates. Of course, you'll see a lot of Giants scattered in there. Again, it's not just a Giants or a Pirates channel. I do a lot of Giants games. Of course, I do bounce around other games as well. But yeah, no, these two teams are indeed the most featured teams on the channel. So if you are a fan of one of these two teams, definitely subscribe for more of play-by-play for these two teams, Pirates. More so than the Giants, but again, I do get the Giants in a good bit. Thanks, of course, to Sean Cummings. He has been here since, well, the very beginning. Giants fan that just, very supportive of his Giants. Was like, hey, you should cover the Giants. I'm like, hey, heck yeah, I'll do it. And, hey, it is still going on. And, of course, again, if you are a fan of the NFL or college, we got plenty of that coming up. Of course, tomorrow is a doubleheader. I'll be doing the Reds and Pirates right after work. And then right after that one, heading to Seattle, where the Raiders and the Seahawks will play some preseason as I get warmed up for my football play-by-play. Hopefully you guys got nothing going on. We'll come on out. If not, that's okay. It's late. You get some rest, or if you got other things to do, that is okay. Definitely do what you got to do. Here is the pitch. That is going to be low for ball 1. Encarnacion had a solo shot in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 2 on the day, batting .172. OPS of .586, 2 homers and 2 RBIs. Mlodzinski delivers the 1-0. That's going to be a ground ball. Oh, Gonzalez with a nice play. Throws to first. He got him! And Encarnacion is coming up. He may have pulled the hamstring. That's going to be close. Oh, my goodness. He's throwing this from the opposite side of the second base bag. And Encarnacion, again, pulled his hamstring on that. He was booking it. It is close. Oh, that is so... Okay, so we do have a challenge. I honestly couldn't tell you. Based on the angles they've shown, I have no idea. Great game, Rob. Yeah, no, Robbie had a great game. Football, football, football. Yeah, check out Rising Rhino for some football as well. They should really, pause it when the foot hits the bag. That'd be nice. I would love to see that. Oh, man. I don't know. I think he honestly might have gotten there by a... Okay, this is a pretty good angle. This is the angle I'm looking for. Oh, man, that is so close. In my expertise, he gets there by a fraction, a frame, just before the ball actually connects with the glove. It's in the glove, but it hasn't actually met the glove yet. So they're going to take a while here, I think. Eric, how's it going? Thank you, of course, for stopping by. We got Pirates and Giants. And right now, of course, we're stopped for a replay challenge. This is going to be close, folks. After review. The call on the field stands. He's out. Again, it was one of those where it really, whatever the call on the field would have been, I think that one would have stood because that one was so close. So 1 out here, and that'll bring up Jung-Hoo Lee, pardon me. Jung-Hoo Lee batting .257. OPS of 733, OPS of 6 homers, and OPS of 733. I messed up because I messed up the name. All right, let me start over. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left foul ball. All right, let's start over. My bad. He is batting .257, OPS of .733, 6 home runs on the season, 46 RBIs. My bad, guys. That is on me. 0-1 count. Bolzinski sets on the 0-1. Kicks and deals. That's going to be poked at, sent to third, and IKF makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Christian Koss. He's batting .260, OPS of .679, 3 homers and 14 RBIs on the season. Eric really excited to see Rhino. Hey, Rhino's awesome. The Rhino Nation. Here is the pitch. That is going to be just inside for ball 1. You playing it? No, it's all good, Steve. No, that's on me. 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. Ground ball to short. Triolo throws to first for out number 3. Budzinski looking really good out of the bullpen. Again, he probably just needs to stay coming out of the bullpen. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Pirates lead 2-1. He does seem cool, doesn't he? Did I hear? Yes, you did hear Rhino Nation. The Rhino Nation in the house. Again, check out Rising Rhino if you love football, folks. Definitely. Check his channel out. Leave a subscription. It is free as well. But if you like baseball here as well, baseball, football, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play action. Let's see here what's happening across Major League Baseball. Well, we have the Orioles leading the Phillies 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th. The Indians leading the Mets 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th. There's a no-hitter going on in New York. The Indians are no-hitting the Mets. Pardon me. Twins are leading the Tigers 6-4 in the top of the 5th. And the Reds and Cubs are tied at 0 apiece as they head to the 2nd inning. But yeah, if you like baseball or football, this is a great channel. Definitely leave a like and leave a subscribe button being pushed. That would be awesome. Would be awesome. It is free. You don't have to pay a dime to press that subscribe button. Due up for the Pirates will be Triolo, Kiner Falefa, and Peguero. As Triolo is 1 for 2 on the day. He's batting .170, OPS of .548, 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Of course, we still are in commercial break. The Pirates, of course, leading 2-1 in this pitching duel between the Pirates and really Robbie Ray. But Robbie Ray is making way for a new pitcher. This is going to be Jose Butto. 3-2 record, 3.47 ERA on the season for Butto. WHIP of a 1.36. And we do have a defensive change as Grant McRae is going to be replacing Encarnacion. Again, he pulled his hammy running to first. As that's a swing and a miss, strike 1, as we are underway here in the bottom of the 7th. One for 2, doubled in the 2nd inning. Pardon me. 0-1 counts. Butto kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 1. 1-1 counts here for Triolo. That's Butto. Doesn't like the signs. Now he does, as he, well, I don't know what in the world happened. And looks like the pitch clock went out, so 2-1. Butto's actually the one that stopped. It wasn't even the umpire that actually said Butto. Yeah, I don't know. All right, 2-1 count here. As he kicks and deals. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. 3-1. The umpire's like, what the heck? Talking to the Giants dugout. What in the world? 3-1. Butto Begins the windup, and here is the pitch. Chopper to third. Chapman, this is going to be a deep throw. Oh my goodness, what a throw by Chapman. That was an amazing play. Again, he's had such a great day at third today with his defense. Unbelievable throw. That was in the outfield, kind of fading back as he threw, and just what a throw. And Triolo is not exactly slow. He is fast. As that'll bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, batting .272, OPS of .646, 1 homer and 30 RBIs on the season. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Buteau delivers. That is in there for a called strike. 96 on the inside corner. Rising Rhino skipping school. That is not good. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit right to third. Again, Chapman with a great snag to get the second out. All right, looks like we're going to see a pinch hitter here. Spencer Horwitz taking over for Liover Peguero at first. He's batting .263, OPS of .726, 5 homers and 31 RBIs. 24 likes again. We just need one more for 25. That would be awesome. Appreciate you guys again for liking it up. Definitely helps the channel out. And appreciate you guys again for clicking on this stream. That is awesome. Again, helps me out a lot. Thank you. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. 35 jokes. Yeah, no, I got you. No, I know. 1-0 count. Buteau delivers. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Work. Types on keyboard looking at the computer screen. There we go. Horwitz with a 7-game hitting streak. That's in danger here, of course, with him pinch hitting here. 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's a swing, and that's going to be a foul tip, actually. 1-2. 1-2 count. One and two count. A little bit of a delay there here on Dr. Delay. All right, Buteau begins the windup, and here is the pitch. That is way outside for ball 2, 90 on the radar gun. Chapman is solid at third. He is. Chapman is very solid. 2-2 count. Buteau kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 3. Three and 2 count. Buteau kicks and fires. That's going to be scooped and popped up. Koss calling it off. Still under it and makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing again for either of these teams as we head to the top of the 8th. The Pirates lead 2-1 over the Giants. Chapman can't hit. He's struggled this year. OPS of .771, which would be pretty good on the Pirates. I would definitely take that. To be honest, I guess I thought his stats were much better, but yeah, no. Apparently this is about what he normally does. That's interesting. I would have assumed his statistics would have been a lot better. Once again, folks, if you're a fan of what you see, I had to change it up there. Definitely like and subscribe. Of course, if you don't like what you see, but you like what you hear, you can also do that too. You can definitely subscribe. I mean, I'm not really a fan of this myself. But if you do like what you hear, if you like the product on your channel, on this channel that you're listening to, definitely press that subscribe button, leave a like, and hit subscribe. Definitely helps the channel out. For more, of course, play-by-play, plenty of baseball on this channel, plenty of football. I mean, that is what I do. So if you're a fan of those two sports, press that button right now. Press it. Thank you again for just clicking on this video. That really does help out a lot. He has power, but it's way too much. Will be here. Appreciate you, man. It is a close game. Yeah, no, a pitching duel. Giants coming to the plate, of course, in the top half of the inning. Kisner, Ramos, and Devers. The Giants only with 2 hits on the day. The Pirates with 6. So, again, just not really much offense. If you love football, this is the place to be. Of course, if you love football, also check out Rising Rhino. He also is a place to be for football season. Bailey's actually going to be pinch hitting for Andrew Kisner. Patrick Bailey is batting .207, OPS of .561, 2 homers and 33 RBIs. We also have a new pitcher on the mound for the Pirates, Isaac Matson. A 2.05 ERA, a whip of a .99, 3-1 record. That's again Patrick Bailey, a switch hitting catcher, so looking to try to get on here again. The Giants trail the Pirates 2-1 as Matson sets and fires, swing and a miss, strike one, 92 up out of the zone. Giants again 6 games back in the NL wildcard. They need this. They need a win today. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go foul. Of course, they play in a tough division, so I imagine, again, I could be wrong. If you're a Giants fan, you can correct me here, but I imagine they still play the Dodgers a few times. They played the Padres. The Diamondbacks, I know they've been trading, pieces away there, but, I mean, they're still a team that can score runs regardless. Here is the 0-2. That is upstairs for ball 1. So the Giants need to take advantage of the Pirates. And the Pirates have had their number this year, 4-1 against these Giants on the year. As Matson looks in. Sets on the 1-2. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that's getting down for a base hit. Reynolds on it, and he's going to toss it in. So a leadoff single for the Giants, and that's what the Giants need. And that'll bring up Heliot Ramos. It's 1 for 3 on the day. Batting .275, OPS of .773, 14 homers and 51 RBIs. Again, a leadoff runner here for the Giants at first. Nobody out. Ramos has been pretty good for the Giants this year as Matson sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit to left center. Canario is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. All right, that'll bring up Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 1 on the day, has been hit by a pitch, and he's also walked. Batting .255, OPS of .836, 20 homers and 78 RBIs. Matson sets. Looks over at first. Kicks and deals. That is upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 count for Devers. Of course, he was that big splash acquisition that the Giants had made. Still looking to, find his form, as that's going to be outside. Just missing. 93 on the gun as the count is 2-0. SGA Sports Jock. Well, hey, thank you for stopping by. I see you like San Francisco sports. Giants trailing 2-1. Matson kicks and deals. That is outside ball 3. Bart saying, hey, you're good. Matson, again, is a really good relief pitcher. Good luck to your team. Well, good luck to yours as well, of course. I do pull for everybody's team, of course, unless if you're playing my team, then I do not pull for your team. 3-0 counts. Matson kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, strike 1. What is the Giants' record when you cover them? Yeah, again, that notebook. I need to find it. It's not there. I don't know. It's gone. Everything is gone. I need to look that up. It's probably still a losing record, to be honest with you. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 93 right down the middle. 3-2 counts. Look at that right there. You just saw it down below on the scroll there. I do pull for your team unless they're, of course, playing my team. It looks like Devers is going to ask for time. Again, a big 3-2 count here. 1 out, runner on first. Top of the 8th, the Pirates leading the Giants 2-1. Giants, again, just 6 games back of the NL wild card as Matson looks over at first and fires. That is going to be ball 4. That one caught the zone, but the umpire disagreed as that's going to be a walk. Oh, man, that is tough. Willie Adames going to be at the plate. Yep, that one in the side camera there, definitely clearly above the knees, but didn't get the call as Willie Adames will be at the plate, batting .231, OPS of .725, 18 homers, and 61 RBIs. Mound visit underway here as Dennis Santana is warming up in the Pirates bullpen. If the San Francisco Giants win this game, it will definitely sting for you as a fan of the Pirates. To be honest, not really. I mean, just the fact that the Pirates have been really bad. I mean, if the Pirates lose, there's really so much pain that I've already experienced so much pain. You really can't hurt me anymore. The Pirates can't hurt me. You Pirates can't hurt me anymore. I've already been hurt. All right. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Adames at the plate. Matson looking back at second, looks back again, and delivers. That is in there for a called strike, 94 on the gun. The Pirates cannot hurt me anymore. Oh, that's sad. 0-1 count, Matson sets. He's still set. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right. Reynolds is booking it. That's going to drop for a base hit. Reynolds is throwing home. But they're going to hold up the runners again. They weren't sure if he was going to make the catch or not, as it's now bases loaded for the Giants. And that's going to bring up a defensive star. He's played great today on the field, not so much at the plate. Matt Chapman, batting .229, OPS of .771, 16 homers and 42 RBIs on the season. Today, I believe he is 0 for 3, and that is going to do it for Matson. The normally reliable Matson was getting hit on today. So a pitching change happening here in Pittsburgh. Bases loaded for the Giants as they will step away. I, of course, will be right here. So Dennis Santana, I'll try to get you his statistics as soon as possible. Yes, no, the Giants are definitely rallying here. Again, if you like what you see, folks, like and subscribe for more play-by-play action. A lot of Pirates on this channel, but of course, again, I do the Giants quite a bit. The Giants are the second most featured team on the channel. If you don't believe me, well, okay, all right, fine. I understand. I might just be selling something that's not true. But no, I do a lot. There's a lot of orange there. When I started making the thumbnails, really, you can see the orange pop. But I don't know why I picked that logo when I was selecting thumbnails off the internet, but yeah, no, again, these two teams are the most featured teams. Of course, again, it is mostly Pirates, but I do bounce around Major League Baseball. As a Giants fan, I can hurt you and afflict you with my words. I guess you could. I would rather you not. Try to keep it, of course, nice. We're all nice here for the most part, but yeah, appreciate you, of course, for stopping by, man. Chapman Grand Slam, yeah, I don't know about that. Grand Salami, I just saw that. Again, Chapman, again, really good defensively today, just not so much at the plate. And there we go. Dennis Santana, the new pitcher for the Pirates. He'll inherit bases loaded with 1 out. Santana, batting .227. His ERA is .227. A whip of a .90 on the year, 3-3 record. The last 7 games hasn't really pitched that well. 7.11 ERA, so he's looking for a bounce-back performance here. As Chapman is at the plate, Santana sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be fouled back 0-1. A reminder, again, the Pirates up 2-1 over the Giants. Bases loaded. 1 out, 0-1 count. Santana kicks and deals. That is going to be way outside for ball 1. 1-1 count. Giants fans pretty happy about the situation. Again, the Giants, they are still in the NL wildcard race, only 6 games back. Need this one today. Santana delivers. That is outside for ball 2. 2-1. Santana rocks, sets, kicks, and deals. That is going to be low for ball 3. As Santana's having trouble locating the zone. Three and one. Santana sets and fires. That's going to be hit to left. Pham on the run makes the catch for out number 2, but that is going to score a run, as that is a sacrifice fly by Chapman, as he ties it up here in the top of the 8th. Patrick Bailey, of course, coming across to score 2-2, and now it's going to be Casey Schmidt. He's batting .250, OPS of 726, 6 homers, and 22 RBIs. Santana sets, looks back at second, and fires. Checked his swing, made contact. That's going to be a foul ball. So 0-1 count here. Casey Schmidt again 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Santana sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit to right center. Canario on the run. Reynolds, though, makes the catch for out number 3. Reynolds was booking it, channeling his younger days when he was a speedster. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, it's all tied up here in Pittsburgh. 2-2 is your score between the Giants and the Pirates. We probably do 20 innings. We probably do 20 innings with these two. Yeah, no, right. Yeah. It'll be 2-2 in the top of the 17th inning. Yeah, that'll be funny. Again, these guys, it's been a tough one. Tough one if you like offense. 6 hits for the Pirates, 2 runs scored the Giants. Trying to outdo the Pirates here with the hitting. 4 hits. And 2 runs, trying to out-pirate the Pirates at the plate today. But, of course, they did, tack on a run there thanks to Matt Chapman. We will have a new pitcher for the Giants. Walker is going to replace Buteau. Walker, 4.14 ERA, whip of a 1.14. That messed me up. So all 4s and 1s there for his ERA and whip. 4.14 ERA, whip of a 1.14. 3-4 record. 2 up for the Pirates will be Tommy Pham, Reynolds, and Gonzalez. Pham, it's 1 for 1 with the walk and a sacrifice fly. Again, he's had a really good day today. You got to work from 1 to 8. Well, that's what? That's an hour for you now, right? Yeah, it's 2 o'clock here. 3 o'clock in Pennsylvania. Hopefully this game will be over by then. I'm sorry, but of course, if you are able to listen to the game, hey, I got you covered, man. Even if you are a Giants fan, hey, I welcome all sports fans for the most part. For the most part. I'm still working on the Steelers-Cowboys relationship. I know it's been rough, as a Steelers fan. All right, Pham is at the plate. Here's the pitch. That is outside ball 1. He's batting .270 on the year, OPS of 720, 5 homers and 32 RBIs. You have a sub goal? I kind of do. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be outside. Checked his swing, did not go, ball 2. Originally, it was 500 by the end of the year, but I guess expectations have risen a little bit. Again, thank you guys so much. I really didn't expect to have this much. Here is the 2-0. That's going to be a chopper foul. Devin has a lot of faith. Again, Devin, a big supporter of the Pirates, or at least today. Again, Pham 1 for 1 with a sac fly and a walk as Walker sets on the 2-1. Kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Devin is manifesting, yes. He's got the prayer circle in works. Trying to see if it will work. 2-2 count. Walker kicks and deals. Chopper to third, and that one is just foul, and thank goodness, because Chapman was all over that one. And Chapman has been really good at third base today. He's I don't know what's going on, but it's a little bit of a delay here. Do apologize for that delay on Dr. Delay. As Walker will set, kicks and deals. Called strike 3, 84-mile-per-hour sweeper. That one looked like it was going to hit him, but just had a lot of break on it and catches the zone. That was nice. That was a good pitch from Walker. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds. Reynolds is 0 for 3 on the day. Again, a rough year for Reynolds. Batting .237, OPS of .669, 10 homers and 53 RBIs. Walker delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to go foul. No, I like Chapman. Chapman's good. I'm not anti-Chapman by any means. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That is inside for ball 1. Again, Reynolds, just not a year that he was expecting. Not a year many Pirates fans were expecting. 1-1 count. Walker sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit foul. Just foul. Career OPS over 800. Again, just not the year. Not the year we thought. 1-2 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. 2-2 is your score. As extras is a possibility. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit, and that is also going to go foul. Pardon me. Walker, once again, sets on the 1-2. Kicks and fires. That is, oh, what a call. That one was way upstairs. Reynolds is letting him know about it, as that one was just a bad call. A flat-out bad call. Reynolds strikes out looking. Unbelievable. That one was way upstairs. That one was at his shoulders. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. He's batting .276, OPS of .732, 5 homers, 19 RBIs. That one is chopped foul. Gonzalez is 2 for 3 on the day. Reynolds says, oh my gosh. Like that was his first words. BRB grabbing a burger. Hey, I need to do that too. That's going to be chopped foul, so 0-2. I am starving. And again, I don't eat breakfast, and I'm still a big guy. I just am unhealthy. Let myself go. 0-2 count. Walker sets, kicks, and fires. Checked his swing. That one is outside, ball 1. Hey! Krusty the Crab. No, Krusty the Clown. Krusty the Crab. Krusty the Clown. Leave work now. Nice. Nice. I'll see you soon. 1-2 count. Walker delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to go foul. Reynolds better swing. Yeah, I know. He's got to protect, but that one was pretty high up there. That one was not a good call. But, of course, the umpires today. Do I want a voodoo burger? That sounds really good, actually. I was thinking about that. Literally just as soon as Sean said he's grabbing a burger, I thought of the voodoo burger. Here is the 1-2. That is way outside, ball 2. If you're like in the chat, like, what is a voodoo burger? Well, there's a Cajun place about where my wife works, And, oh, man, it is it's what they call it, the voodoo burger. It has jalapeno, mushroom in the burger. It is really good. It has a nice sauce. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be hit to right. And that is going to drop for a base hit. Quickly is the throw in, so Gonzalez will stay at first. The voodoo burger is one of the best burgers I've ever had, if not the best. Anyway, Andrew McCutchen's going to be at the plate. It's 1 for 3, batting .247, OPS .708, 11 homers and 39 RBIs. You're going to get me one. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. I look forward to it. Again, a runner on first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Pirates trying to do something as Walker sets, kicks, and deals. That is going to be low for ball 1. No Culvers. I'm not sure what Culvers is. I think I might have seen that actually on the way up there to Pennsylvania. We don't have any Culvers around here. 1-0 count. Walker delivers. That is outside for a ball. So 2-0 is the count. Walker sets on the 2-0. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Everybody better swing. You're right. Honestly, everyone should. 2-1 count. Walker delivers. That's going to be chopped foul. Yeah, I've never had a Culver's. I need to, I guess, one day. And I didn't even describe everything else on that voodoo burger. It has I forgot what cheese it is, but they have bacon. What else is on there? Some tomatoes, I think lettuce. No, it's just a great combination. Again, what they mix into the beef patty. Oh, man, it's so good. 2-2 count. Walker sets. And a pickoff attempt, and Gonzalez is back safe and sound. And they were mentioning it on the broadcast, and it's true. McCutchen, if he gets a ball deep into one of the gaps, Gonzalez has the speed to score. He is a speedster. 2-2. Walker delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So runners on first and second here for the Pirates. And they are indeed going to pinch hit. Thank goodness. I'm sorry. I'm just not a Joey Bart guy anymore. The patty itself. Yeah, cheese and spices in it. Yes. All right, so I'm waiting to see. Okay, we will have O'Neal Cruz. O'Neal Cruz was given the day off, but they said, grab a bat. You're hitting for Joey Bart as McCutchen ties Joe Kelly for number 176 on the all-time hits list, 2,242 hits. He is just 5 hits behind Edgar Martinez. Checkers Hamburger is pretty good. Yeah, they have some good burgers. I like their fries better than their burgers, though. Cruz batting .209, OPS of .711, 18 homers and 48 RBIs on the season. Again, he's pinch hitting for Joey Bart. Mound visit in effect. Runners on first and second. Here in the bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. 2-2 is the score. A lot happening right now. And it's been a pretty quiet game for the most part, but told you guys, yeah, no, Devin was manifesting, believing in the battling Buccos. Let's see how Cruz has done. Last 7 games, not so great. Batting .074, slug or OPS of .329. So it's been a rough stretch. This is a good opportunity for him to bounce back. Here's the pitch. That is way outside for ball 1. 84 mile per hour off-speed pitch. Cruz needs to put one in the river. Yes, he really does. As here's the 1-0. That is going to be low, but that is called a strike. Again, the umpire, he might be a fan of the black and orange if you peel away the umpire uniform there. Here is the 1-1. That is low for ball 2. Cruz with 2 men on. Not good for the Giants. Good news for the Giants fans that aren't tuning in. Of course, there's plenty of them. Cruz is 1 for 15 in his career as a pinch hitter. 2-1. Here is the pitch. Check this swing. Did he go? Oh, he went. Strike 2. Cruz shaking his head. Let's see. And he did go. 2-2 count. Big at bat here. Runners on first and second. Cruz does ask for time. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. 2-2 is your score. 2 men on. 2 outs. 2-2. 2-2 is the count. 2s are wild. Here is the pitch. It's outside, ball 3. I really tried to raise the stakes there, and just in case something big would happen, but nothing there. Count is full though. Regardless, 3-2. Canario is on deck. Walker sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be popped up, and that is getting out of play. So we'll do this again. Better swing all the way. Well, that is really no problem for Cruz. Cruz swings. He swings at a lot of things. Swings at everything. 3-2 count. Walker sets, kicks, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Cruz. As we head to the top of the 9th, it is still tied in Pittsburgh, 2-2. Pirates getting some stuff there with 2 outs, but just couldn't push anyone across. Unfortunate for the Pirates. Of course, Giants fans tuning in, very happy to hear that. Due up for the Giants will be McCray. He's taking over for Encarnacion. He pulled his hammy earlier. Jung-Hoo Lee and Christian Koss for the Giants in the top of the 9th. Again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. Press that like button and hit that subscribe button for more play-by-play content on this channel. A lot of Pirates games, and of course I do the Giants games every so often. So, and of course, if you're an NFL fan or college football, we'll be having a lot of that on this channel. In fact, you guys will be voting on a lot of the games I do once week 1. Actually, once week 0 is here for college football, that's when the polls will start. You guys will be actually picking that second game I do for week 0. But, of course, again, every week for the NFL season, you'll have an opportunity, if you're a Niners fan, to vote in your team after the Steelers game. So, again, that is my pitch to you. Hopefully that sounds good to you, and you like and subscribe. At least you didn't just look at it. Yeah, I know. I mean, he doesn't really get caught looking. He swings. So, yeah, no, again, if you're a fan of the play-by-play, if you're a fan of sports in general, definitely press that subscribe button. I don't know if we have a pitching change. I haven't seen anything. So I'm at the 9th. And again, Grant McCray will be the batter, and he has not been to the plate today. As they are showing tomorrow night, again, I'll be doing Reds and Pirates tomorrow. Brian Hayes returns to Pittsburgh, so if you're a Pirates fan, that's perfect for you. If you just like baseball, I'll be calling tomorrow night as well. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. McCray batting .154 on the season, OPS of .462, no homers, and 1 RBI. Gavin Williams 3 outs away from his first no-hitter. Wow! Here is the 1-0. That's going to be hit to center. Canario is booking it at the wall. Makes the catch for out number 1. McCray gave it a good ride, but not far enough. I can't believe the Mets are getting no hit. That'll bring up Jung-Hoo Lee, batting .256, OPS of .731, 6 homers and 46 RBIs. McCray just about five or so feet away from making this a 3-2 game. As Santana sets, kicks, and deals. That is in there for a called strike. Audio's cutting out. Okay, yeah, that's why I hold it. Really nothing that can be done about that. Here is the 0-1. That is going to be low for ball 1. I need a new mic. That's something that I'll probably invest in a lot. Or, a decent mic very soon. That way I don't have to hold it. 1-1 count. Santana kicks and deals. That's going to be chopped foul. I'll have to review the footage and see what happened there. But yeah, again, thank you guys for letting me know. 1-2 count here, 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Giants and Pirates are tied. As Santana sets, kicks, and fires. Checked his swing. Did he go? And he did not. That one was in the dirt. It feels like we've been in extra innings already. Yeah. No kidding. No kidding. It's almost a 3-hour game here. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. I think he's got an extra base in him. Reynolds is throwing to second, and Lee is safe and sound for a 1-out double. Totally scuffed. Really? What happened? What the heck happened? Hold on 1 second. I don't know. Again, I'll have to check the footage later. All right, Dominic Smith is indeed coming to the base. I do apologize. We'll get this fixed for tomorrow. Smith coming to the plate, batting .265, OPS of .726, 3 homers and 18 RBIs. Santana sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Sorry, Cats, on your way. Thank you. Sorry if you could listen in, see if the audio is good. I'm being told it's not. 0-1 count. Santana sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to go foul. You can hear me fine. Okay. Well, yeah, some people are saying yes. Some people are saying no. But 2 people have said no, so that's not good. 0-2 count. Again, runner on second here. 1 out. Giants are threatening. Dominic Smith, he's been pretty good. He is Sean approved. Sean likes Smith a lot more than Wade. Now, Santana sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left, and that one is getting out of play for a foul ball. Devin says they won't score again. Devin, really supportive of the Pirates today. Appreciate that. Santana looks back and delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to get down for a base hit, and that is going to score Lee as Smith is at second. And Dominic Smith looking like he may be the hero today with a pinch hit double that knocks in Lee. That'll bring up Patrick Bailey. And the Giants have just taken the lead. 3-2 over the Pirates. Batting .210. OPS of .566, 2 homers and 33 RBIs. Davis wanted it upstairs. Santana left it in the zone. Smith said thank you. Bailey is 1 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. A lot of Let's Go Giants fans happening at PNC Park. Devin cannot believe it. I can't believe it either. Actually, I can. It's really not surprising. Pirates do this all the time. 0-1 count here to Bailey. Santana delivers. That's going to be hit. That's going to get through for a base hit. As Reynolds is going to throw it in, another run is going to score. Santana is cooked. Santana just hasn't been good as of late, and he's showing it here live right before your eyes as the Giants are now leading 4-2. That'll bring up Heliot Ramos, batting .275, OPS of .771, 14 homers and 51 RBIs. Looks like they have a pitcher in the bullpen warming up for the Pirates. That's in there for a called strike on the outside corner. Again, Santana has not been pitching. We saw his statistics earlier. Last 7 appearances, 7-point ERA. It's north of that. I couldn't tell you the specific one. That's going to be hit to center. Canario is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. Good thing we traded Bednar. Devers is going to be at the plate. It looks like that's going to be it for Santana. Santana is done as the Giants have taken the lead 4-2. We do have a pitching change underway. Baraki's going to be finishing it out here in the top of the ninth. Santana will exit in shame. Giants leading 4-2 with 2 outs, runner on first. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Do apologize for any issues that may be happening with the audio, but I'll work on it after the stream. But if you do like what you see, if you like what you hear, folks, again, this is a play-by-play channel. I do play-by-play for baseball and football. It is mostly Pirates. It is mostly, of course, going to be Steelers, but that doesn't mean that it's just those teams. In fact, you guys will be voting on a lot of football games I'll be doing on this channel. I will be doing every Steelers game, but of course after the Steelers game, well, there's another window I can do, and you guys will be voting on that. Same thing with Pirates games or baseball. I do bounce around Major League Baseball. In fact, yesterday I did Red Sox and Royals, and I learned never to do another Red Sox game again because I just struggle for some reason with Red Sox games. But that's okay. Again, you live and you learn. But yeah, I do bounce around Major League Baseball. Again, the Giants are another team that is featured on this channel quite a bit. So definitely subscribe if you're a Giants fan. I'm sure this will not be the last time I cover a Giants game for you guys. Get that guy out of here. We got unders to win. King has the Pirates plus 2.5. That is tough. That is tough. A lot of bets happening. Some of you will win, some of you will lose. If only all could win. But at the end of the day, you know who wins every single time? The bookies. We have a new pitcher, of course, for the Pirates. Ryan Baraki. 1-3 record, 4.94 ERA, whip of a 1.17. His whip is good, but the ERA has to match. As again, Rafael Devers coming to the plate. So 0-for-1 was hit by a pitch, and he also has 2 walks. Batting .255, OPS of 837, 20 homers, 78 RBIs. That is going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Again, Giants scoring 2 runs here in this inning to take a 4-2 lead. Baraki looks over at first. Kicks and deals. That is going to be hit to left, and that is going to go foul. The house always wins. That is very true, Sean. 0-2 count, Devers. He's been on base 3 times today, but is looking for his first hit of the game. Baraki sets and fires. That is going to be in there, but it's ball 1. Again, a favorable call going for the Giants today, and it is what it is. Again, the Pirates, they're well out of it. It's not like it matters anyway. 1-2. Baraki kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up. Davis running back as he's going to try to make a play, but no, that one's actually going to be in the crowd for a souvenir. Juan Soto hit a home run to... Oh, wow. Juan Soto breaking the no-hitter. Wow. Well, it would be him. Again, Juan Soto really solid. I know he's gotten a lot of hate this year, but he's still performing pretty well. As Baraki sets on the 1-2, kicks and deals. That's going to be poked at, sent to shallow left. Triolo makes the catch for out number 3. The Giants tack on 2 as they're looking to do pretty much what the Pirates did to the Monday and come back. And looks like they're well on their way to a comeback victory here. 4-2 is your score as we head to the bottom of the 9th. So again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate you guys for clicking on this video. When you win, yeah, no, you win the other bettor's money. That is very true. Very true. Yeah, I don't know who's going to be pitching for the bottom of the ninth here. They haven't really showed anybody warming up in the bullpen for the Giants. But due up for the Pirates is going to be Canario, Triolo, and IKF. So we'll see how that goes. What is happening in other games? Well, the Indians lead the Mets at 4-1 in the bottom of the ninth. The Twins are leading the Tigers 9-4 in the bottom of the seventh. The Cubs leading the Reds 1-0 in the bottom of the fifth. Zeros in Texas as they host the Yankees in the bottom of the third. And the Rockies leading the Blue Jays 1-0. And the only game that has concluded is the Orioles defeating the Phillies 5-1. But yes, for one final time again, if you haven't already, definitely press that like button and press that subscribe button for more play-by-play. Again, been doing this since opening day, and I'm not stopping, guys. It's not, oh, well, this is a one-off. I've never seen this guy before. No, I'll be here. In fact, I'm coming back tomorrow, Reds and Pirates, and then right after work, I'm coming home and doing this game, and then doing a preseason game. So if you're a football fan, which I know I might be late for the Pittsburghers, but San Francisco, if you just want to watch some late football or listen to some late football, I got the Raiders and the Seahawks tomorrow. So I'll be doing that right after the Pirates game. Randy Rodriguez will be out for the save here in the bottom of the ninth. He's 3-3 on the year, 1.54 ERA whip of a .88. His last appearance actually was Monday, where he got the loss, allowed 2 runs in 2/3 innings. He's looking for a bounce-back performance. And we do have a pinch hitter, Jack Sawinski. It's going to be at the plate for the Pirates. He was a hero on Monday. He's batting .120, OPS of .510, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to go foul. Why aren't runs in first? Yes, runs in the first inning. Okay, interesting. That's going to be low for ball 1. I guess the Rockies just show off in the first inning and then they're done. 1-1 counts here to Jack Sawinski. Rodriguez sets, kicks, and deals. That is going to be inside ball 2. Maybe you come back again for tonight. Yeah, no, it's still I'd say about a 25% chance I am able to call another game tonight. We'll see. 2-1 count. Here is the pitch. Checked his swing. That is outside ball 3. So Sawinski here working the count. Again, I am a big Jack Sawinski guy, but at some point you got to perform. But he had a nice game again on Monday. 3-1. Rodriguez kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to center. But Lee is under it and makes the catch for a big out number 1. All right, that'll bring up Jared Triolo. He doubled earlier in this one. He's batting .169, OPS of .543, 3 homers, and 11 RBIs on the season. As he's digging in, Rodriguez looking for the save as he sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to go foul. It's storming out. Well, stay safe. Stay safe out there. Stay dry. 0-1 counts here for Jared Triolo. As Rodriguez sets and fires. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did. So 0-2. 0-2 count. Rodriguez rocks, sets, kicks, and fires. That's going to be hit to shallow center. Koss trying to find it, makes the catch. No, that was Schmidt. I'm sorry, they did a defensive substitution there. For out number 2, the Pirates down to their final outs. Looks like the Giants. 64% of you guys picked the Giants to win today. Again, 69 votes. That is a lot. Thank you guys for voting. Thank you guys for stopping by. So it looks like 64% of you guys will be indeed correct. As IKF is 1 for 3 on the day. Rodriguez delivers. That is low for ball 1. He's batting .271, OPS of .644, 1 homer, and 30 RBIs. Rodriguez sets, kicks, and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 198 on the outside corner. One and one count. Rodriguez delivers. That is inside for ball two. Again, the Giants 6 games back of the NL wild card. With this win, they will move to 5.5. Of course, depending on other results, they might be back just 5 by the end of the day. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to go foul. Count is 2-2. Sean wants a Randy strikeout there. Randy Rodriguez needs to strike him out. 2-2. Rodriguez sets, kicks, and deals. Ground ball, diving attempt, throws to first for out number 3. No raising the Jolly Roger today. The Giants win the series as they win today 4-2. Of course, the Pirates do win the season series 4-2 as well. But congratulations, of course, to the Giants as they move above 500 and, of course, are trying to stay in the playoff race. Again, they are, before today's result. Well, now, okay, so they're 5.5. So they actually already have the Mets. So they're going to be 5 back now with that win today. So congratulations to the Giants again as you guys keep on inching forward, trying to stay in the wild card hunt. There, you guys are in the wild card hunt, trying to get back into that picture. Good game, good call. Thank you again. Yeah, I do apologize. Had some rough moments today, but again, thank you. Toronto game, I was stacked a bunch of props today, did yesterday. Long shots. It was good stuff. Again, congratulations to you guys all that did well on your bets. Sorry to those that did not. For you to lose, somebody must win. That's how it goes. Again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I do appreciate you guys again. Press that like button. Press that subscribe button for more play-by-play. Again, I'm returning to Pittsburgh tomorrow. And again, of course, if you're a football fan, I'll be doing a game late tomorrow, right after that Pirates game. So, yeah, congratulations again to you, Sports Talk, SGA Sports Talk. As your team has won. Again, congratulations to the Giants fans as you guys try to push and make the playoffs. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. You guys all have a great rest of your day. Again, I don't know what I'm doing later, if I got another game or not. We'll see. It's leaning no, but you never know. You never know. You guys all have a great rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Reds and Pirates, and then Raiders and Seahawks. You guys all have a great